Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Lauren Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Thursday. Glad you're with us. On this special day, we've got all kinds of great jewelry as usual. How about 3 hours of really exciting pieces? A lot of brand new that is here, including there's something now, it's only one of a kind. So I'm letting you know right up front. There's something that I've been probably fielding hundreds of requests for the last many years that we've never had. And you know, with all of our brand new, this is something that I want to let you know right here and now that it's coming up in this first probably half hour. We're going to have really it's first of its kind. We have a Tanzanite tennis bracelet, which I know a lot of you have been asking for. Of course, we are the leader in incredible Tanzanite quality and value. We have a bracelet tonight that is going to bring you not just Tanzanites, but also a lot of diamond weight. And it's one only, and it's a really, really special 14 karat total weight. And get this, they're all emerald cuts. So that's a special piece and an exciting piece that I think we're going to love. And speaking of, we actually are lucky to have two Tanzanites tonight, blue wing block Ds in rings. So there's something very special, and I remember that it was only a few weeks ago we had the perfect 10 piece, which was our exactly 10 karat round. You might recall. Well, there is a stone that looks like it could be its big sister, and it's a 13 karat 31 with all that lavish brightness, that red flash, everything imaginable. And it's with some of the biggest diamonds we've ever put in as accents in a ring. So well deserved, I must say. So we have that on the way. Then there's going to be a smaller Tanzanite. So if 13 carats isn't quite what you're looking for, also have a 4.5 carat or so that's going to be a special cushion cut, really simple classic mounting. That is going to be here. And then I have to say this right up front, there is a Congolese blue-green tourmaline. You know we can't keep them in stock. However, tonight's is a cut we've never had. It's an Asher cut. And oh my goodness, one of the most wasteful cuts to do, which is a big reason why it's rare. But it's here and it is specialty and it's going to give you all those fabulous blue greens that we love. So that is here as well. And a lot more than that. Those are just some of the highlights. And I will say there's even a pink diamond wonder ring here, which is kind of exciting because I know a lot of you have been letting us know, and thank you to all of you that have reached out to let myself or let TVON know that you're loving your nail rings. I'm so excited. And actually, wasn't it Mary who said that actually she pairs it up with the pink diamond wonder ring and her rose gold nail ring and they work well together. So I love that idea because I hadn't thought of that, Mary. So thank you, Mary, for letting us know because the pink diamond wonder ring will make its return here tonight in a very limited quantity. And of course, it was just the other day I brought you the yellow and the white version. So naturally, we've got the pink diamond piece, but it's super, super limited. Plus, we have a couple of wheels for you, assorted wheels that we're going to show you. Some beautiful turquoise earrings are here. Also have a stone I have not seen here before. It is a cabochon emerald, but there's something really special happening when all is said and done. It's got a chatoyant cat's eye to it. So that is a pendant. And we do have a couple Brazilian paraibas because I know we loved those yesterday. So we're going to bring out a couple more of those. One ring, one necklace, beautiful styles for you. And oh, there's a blue tourmaline, which is, you know, Indicolite. So I know how many of you really want to see those. And so often they go more green than they actually do blue. So tonight we're going to see that fabulous blue Indicolite tourmaline that we love so much. So super rare. So all of that and more. If you have requests, get them in. We're happy to help you with those. And on this day that is our getting close to the midway point of March, we're going to start with a gorgeous opal that has all the colors. Actually, this is kind of reminiscent and a little bit nostalgic for me because you know, I've mentioned sometimes that the very first piece of fine jewelry I bought for myself in this business was a pink sapphire way back in the day. And we're talking over 22 years ago. We're talking about a long time ago. And it was a pink sapphire. And it was in a diamond mounting. It is exactly this mounting that we have coming up that is, instead of a pink sapphire in the middle, it is a gorgeous lightning ridge black opal. Take a look at this. It's a beautiful stone. It gives you all the colors, which is always the trick to getting a really, really good opal is getting all the colors. And this is just, again, 40. Actually, back in the day, it was I remembered 43 points. Maybe my memory was a little off because it's 40 points here, but 112-3463. Point is, it is such a classic style. It really is. It's got the cluster of 3 diamonds on the sides. Then the split shank with some pave, except this one is done in platinum. Mine way back in the day, 18 karat gold. This one, platinum for you. So a really beautiful upgrade in the metal there. We've been seeing some platinum of late. If you've missed the last couple of days, we've been seeing a lot of our designer pieces in that platinum mounting that we love, but look at the colors all the way through. And yes, it gets even more prominent when you see this stone in a real, like, true light, you know, not like the hot spotlights here of television, but actually a truer light, like just, you know, wherever you might wear this, indoors, outdoors, basic lighting. But it's a platinum piece that's going to have a carat 09 opal out of Australia's Lightning Ridge. Then you're getting 40 points in diamonds as well. That includes the bigger stones in that trio side by side. And then, of course, you're getting that fabulous diamond weight of 40 points here. So it stays in the platinum, but we can size it for you nonetheless. And it's a one only, like we're going to see throughout the day. And I'm not waiting. I'm just going to flash that right now. Not to be too distracting, but if you need a little extra enticement to stay with us, that's that bracelet I was telling you about. So you think tennis bracelet, you think ovals, right? That's a step up. So if you'd like our beautiful opal right here, we're going to make it really affordable right now. First caller on this one, and that is a very strong black opal. All the reds, the yellows, it's every color of the rainbow is all represented in that stone. And that is tough to get and tough to find. And we're going to make it less than $29.99 for you. So big sale event day, even though, yeah, it doesn't need a specific holiday to be a sale, although it is Pie Day, right? And not like pumpkin and apple and cherry, but actually, yeah, the number, you know, for my math people out there, you know, 3.14, right, that whole day. So we call it Pie Day. But anyway, it's going to be our platinum piece and $29.99. Nope, $19.99. Not going to do it. We'll make it better than $1,500 for one caller. I'll try it on for you very quickly. Get ready, because this is what's been happening lately. Pieces have been going before I even get down to the final low price, so you might want to just keep that in the back of your mind and be ready to dial in before you even see the final price, because that puts you at the front of the line. So instead of $15 or $14 or even $13.99, we'll blow it out. And platinum mounting. Don't see that very often. It's true when I pick it up. Just in this brief moment where it's away from all light, because it's between the hand shot and the close-up, I will tell you there is yellow. It's a little bit, you see a little bit of a 9 o'clock there coming through, but it's ultimately about, yeah, you see a lot more of that in a lesser light. So you're going to see a lot of yellows and orange golden tones as well. Obviously, you're already seeing the pinks, the reds, the purples, the blues, the greens, but there's a few other colors that get a little shy around the live TV studio setting. So it will not be when you see it in person, and we're going to make this $1,299 for the very first caller as we welcome you into Thursday. And anybody else seen a cat's eye emerald before? Because I have not seen too many of gem quality that have been in jewelry I've been able to sell, but we have a gorgeous cat's eye emerald. You heard me right, cat's eye emerald. We brought our first ever cat's eye rubellite here last night. Tonight it's about cat's eye emerald. So really cool, bringing the phenomenon to the really special world of emerald, which is of course a classic stone. So that's all coming up. Aqua's here. It's not too late to get in your big Sierra Santa Maria aquamarines. And wait till you see, we have a blue star sapphire. Gorgeous ballerina mounting. You're going to love it. So lots to get to, but obviously that one's going to get another maybe a few seconds or so, and then we'll be moving right along, getting you ready for, how about some big turquoise, Sleeping Beauty variety? Anybody in the mood for a massive 5 carat 46? We've got that coming up as well. So lots and lots. And of course, let us know what requests. I've been fielding requests all night long already, just from pieces from yesterday or a couple weeks ago. So if you have those, you can place orders for those as well. If there's anything you're curious about, you never know, it might be sitting here waiting for you. So give us a call and we'll help you out if you're looking for. I know at this point, so many of you have been asking me for the nail bangle. We may actually need to bring that out, because I think a lot of you started with the ring, being that it was the more affordable option. And now that you have the ring and are loving the ring, you're saying, I may need that bangle to match and create the set. So if that's you, give us a call. We can always show that to you as well. I know we have a couple of the nail bangles here that are ready to go. So that's something that you will, I think, enjoy. Obviously, if you love that ring that you're already now wearing and enjoying, and you think, oh, I want a matching set, we can do that for you. So let me know if you want to see that too. But let's take another look at this one, and that opal should be gone. And then here we go with our, let's get to this big turquoise, because what we're seeing out and about these days is just a lot of the, you know, reconstituted and stabilized turquoise. And when you look at this, normally that's how you would have to go if you want a really big example like this. Ours is a pure through and through turquoise out of the Sleeping Beauty mine, which of course no longer. So 112-0207. So this is that 546, which I believe is our largest at this point. It's our 546 round, covered in diamonds. That's the classic halo. That's done in pave. Give it a little bit of room here. Also, you're going to get your choice of gold. So yes, you can have yellow, white, or rose, whatever you prefer there. And I'm thinking we're going to get this a great value, because I know it's been $19.99 for a while now. And we've admired it, and you probably thought, well, it's a beautiful turquoise. Let me see if I need that big a size. When we make it a price tag like this, when you've got a real struggle in the industry. I'm talking about even if you're in the industry like we are, where it's our profession and it's our livelihood and it's what we do and it's what we're experts in. This is a stone that I could not walk the halls of trade shows and get for you. So this is the time when we're putting it on sale tonight. That's the deal. Yes, go ahead, Tim. Oh, she didn't see it? Okay, so we'll show Dorothy the opal again on the hand, right? You got it. So Dorothy wants to see that opal one more time on the hand, and here it is. And Dorothy, wait till you see it. I know that this is a distance away, but this is one of the most bright popping stones. Remember, we set it in platinum for you. Have your 40 points in diamonds. That's that 1 carat 09, which of course it's opal, so it looks double that. And this is natural through and through. We do not bring you doublets or triplets in our opal. So that's something to consider as well. But that one's $12.99, platinum, diamonds, and I really think this is a wearable design too. And then consider if you wanted to add, this is a beautiful mounting proportion-wise to add to the Wonder Ring as well, which I know a lot of you have. And remember, pink diamond Wonder Ring tonight. We'll give that a second look. But that one should be, and we got 2 people talking about that platinum opal, so that one should be gone. Let's go back to our turquoise though, because we're about to take the $19.99 price, which is great. That's a wonderful price tag, no doubt about it. But the fact it's going lower for one caller tonight, that makes it even better, even easier. We're going to blow it out for you, and it's not even $9.99. So there's your 50% off right there. We're going to keep on going. We want to make it that value and get it at home really quickly. It's going to be $949 only. So first caller, good luck on the big turquoise, and I better try that on because this is one that it's always tougher to gauge, I think, with a cabochon. We're not always super familiar with cabochon cuts and how they translate size-wise. So a lot of times a cabochon, even though it's not a less dense stone per se, like let's say the opal we just had, is a less dense stone, which is why it ends up looking double. This is not a stone that is less dense, but sometimes a cabochon, especially around, can end up giving you a much bigger visual than you would expect. So here's a 546. That's the actual carat weight, but take a good look at how it looks on the hand and really, again, more or less going across the finger here to really give you that presence and that really beautiful extra halo in the pave. Doesn't take it over the top in the diamond weight, still keeps it wearable, but a beautiful design nonetheless that is classic. So white, yellow, rose. I love a good turquoise in the yellow gold as well. So if you're a yellow gold lover, really, truly feel confident that that's going to be a beautiful combination together. There's a richness about yellow gold and turquoise that is really exquisite. So that one I would recommend highly, especially if you're just a big gem gal and you know how difficult it is. I mean, you probably saw some turquoise on TV today, right? Maybe not here because we just started, but you know, somewhere else where it's like, oh, turquoises, little itty bitty Sleeping Beauty stones are going for these astronomical prices, and that's very typical because again, it's that scarcity we're talking about. It's about, you know, similar, what it's undergone lately has been very similar to paraibas, where people who even have it, where their jobs is to sell and trade gemstones, they're holding on to it. They're keeping it close. They don't want to let go of it because they want to see what's going to happen to the value as it skyrockets further and further. So if you get a 5.5 carat, like you have the opportunity to do right now, and it's under $950, and it's in your gold color, and it's in your size of choice, that is the value to take advantage of as we look at it one more time, and then we'll see who's got it. So that should be gone in a hurry, I would have a feeling, and then we'll see if you need the white, the yellow, or the rose, and then of course, let's get you your size you need. And then we are probably gonna get to that platinum and cat's eye emerald quickly because that's a one of a kind. Plus, I promised you that Tanzanite bracelet on the early side. I love to, you know, reward those of you that are joining us right here on the onset to really see some of those more specialty pieces that are not to be missed. So here we go at $949. We'll see who's got it. And then aqua's here. Indicolite tourmaline is here. Lots and lots of blue tonight. Blues, whether it's blue greens. And then don't forget about our Congolese tourmaline. I'm worried if I even flash it, we're not going to be able to show anything else because everyone is just going to say overwhelmingly, show me that Congolese. Give me a great value on that one. That's the one I've been wanting and waiting for. Keep in mind, we haven't been able to keep the Congolese blue greens in stock. I have one tonight that is a true blue green. We had one last night. It was a little more on the green side. It was about, you know, 60-40 green to blue, maybe even 70-30. This one that we're going to see tonight, a true blue green. Boy, turquoise is just gorgeous, isn't it? When you get Sleeping Beauty, you see why it's so coveted across the world. You see why this material in particular is so specialty. Okay, let's keep going. We've got a really special, I'm thinking about bringing it out now. Why? Why not, right? This is what we do early in the night. Bring out the ones that everybody wants because if we're going to try to not upset everybody, I love this stone. I'll fight you for it, you guys. I mean, wow, that's a very, very, very unique stone. And it's blues and greens from the Congo, not necessarily copper bearing. We just don't know one way or the other yet. But there's a reason why these have been so popular. There's a few reasons why, but number one is the look. because nobody cares. I say it all the time. Nobody cares how rare or special it is if it doesn't look pretty and you want to wear it, because this is jewelry. It's not just collectible gems you put in a box and put in a safe and you never ever look at. These are pieces that you choose to accessorize with every day if you choose. And 1123552. I know we're only 14 minutes in, and I'm aware that it's a Thursday and not a Saturday morning. I know that. But this is why we're starting with it so early. The way these Congolese stones have been going, there is no hope that this sticks around. If you are, and I know we talk about this a lot, but again, if you saw the volume of emails and messages I receive versus the times I say this to you, you would be overwhelmed. So many people miss out on pieces when they know you gotta dial in early on one of a kinds. This is a huge 2 carat 12 Asher cut blue-green Congolese tourmaline. This is giving you the look of paraiba without the expense of paraiba. You have to call early if you think you might want it. 212 is the size. We kept it classic in the mounting, which is a double halo, but there's a little extra addition here. We tucked in extra diamonds. Let me show you what I mean. Do you see I better move it around a little bit. Watch directly at the southern point there of the stone. Do you see right in the midpoint? There's a diamond tucked in on all 4 sides. Compass points, I call them, north, east, south, and west. You have additional diamonds that are set between the stone and the double halo. So it's not just the double halo. Now, this is a grand total of 92 points in diamonds, so you've got a bunch there. But I would recommend dialing in early, even if you're not sure where the price is. Well, obviously nobody is, and I might really just freestyle it here. Does anybody love it so far? Not yet. Okay. Well, should we save it? I mean, I get really excited about these pieces, but I know a lot of people are late arrivals on a Thursday. So here's the deal. I'm going to go ahead and blow it out. We have nobody on the phone lines yet. That's okay too, but this is the one to get. It's going to be an outstanding value because we need to make sure it goes in quickly, and I don't want this to be about, oh, that's the stone I love, and I've never seen an Asher cut before, and look at the clarity that tourmaline has, and then I know I'm not going to be able to get a 212, because if we get a 212, I actually have a 2 carat paraiba tonight. And I'll show it to you. Well, the 2 carat is actually, technically, it's a 228. So it's got a couple of points bigger. But my 2 carat 28 paraiba tonight is $30,000. This one is not. So the difference maker is, and obviously I get it, but the colors are very similar visually. Now, we don't know this is copper content or not. It may be, it may not be. At some point, we'll know. But this is when, by that point, usually in the gem world, we won't have any more stones. So this is an important time to pick it up and get it. Right here, right now, do not hesitate, do not wait. This is going to be affordable and not $30,000 affordable. I'll show you the 228. It'll be here later. And you know what? It'll probably go. The rarity and the scarcity that paraibas are, and you know that, it'll probably go at $30,000 because it's a really valuable stone and we price it right. But when you have a chance to get something that looks the same or similar and gives you clarity, that gives you even more clarity than what a paraiba does, because copper, with copper, we see clean examples here because we hand select them, but still, you get a lot of pieces that are not going to be completely eye clean or even under magnification, giving you clarity like this. So this is an additional extra, and I promise to make it affordable and not the $49.99 affordable that it's listed here to go out tonight. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Yes, you can change the gold color. So if you prefer a yellow or a rose gold setting, that's no problem. And now in this, I was just going to say on camera up close, it looks a little more green than it does in person, and here, just with the hand shot being a little less light, it's looking more blue, and that's very much what I noticed in person when I was back in an office an hour ago when I was looking at this away from all these hot lights. So keep that in mind. It's a really important piece. It's not going to be $49.99. Do we have anybody thinking about it? Okay, so here's what I'll do. I need your calls, and again, everyone loves to wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and then see the price and then decide and then debate and then call in and make the, we don't need to do that. We want to make sure that you are here ready to go right now and ready to make this yours and ready to steal it, because that's exactly what I'm going to allow you to do. And we're not asking for $5,000 or $4,000 or $3,000 or even $29.99. So it's go time on the Congolese. It is the only one we have here tonight. There's nothing else. This is the only Asher we've ever had. And I know how popular that cut is throughout the gem and jewelry world at large. We understand that. We know that. So here's what we'll do instead of even $1,999. And isn't that about as low as they go? Because every one of them I've had that's already gone, usually that's the price tag that's the lower price because it's usually a smaller stone. Well, this is not a smaller stone, and we've still got that lower price for you. And yes, This one, of course, yeah, here's the back of the ring. So you can see how that's finished. Well, we still let you peer in through the middle so you can see the clarity of that tourmaline, which is really, really rare. It's a tourmaline, it's a tourmaline, and it's a tourmaline all at the same time. And, well, we got to throw in the blues there, but look at how beautiful that is. And so that basket's going to come all the way to a midpoint where it's going to have that great established, if you will, under gallery. And it's not even $1,999. We have one. Let's sell it. We have 2 people on the phone lines talking about it, so probably not going to be here for very long. We know that. They never stick around. It's going to be less. So this is your chance to pick it on up and steal it from us tonight and be very proud that you have a really unique specialty stone in your collection that you did not have to pay market value for. I don't know of many places that have the Congolese blue greens besides TVON, so this is the way to get it. And it's not even going to be, watch this, not even $1,500. So we have just coupled extreme rarity with extreme affordability all in one, and it's $1,499. And that's with almost a full carat in diamonds too that you're getting. So that is going to be white, yellow, rose gold. Let me know who's got it. And then we'll be moving along in 60 seconds, I would think, is all we're going to need on that. So that one is verifying right now. So that's going to be gone, and we've got, look at the clarity. I just think that that's a beautiful cut, obviously, to show off that clarity. That's the way we do it. And you're not going to see a better value. I don't know what you'd expect on value that goes beyond that, but that is a really important one to pick up if you want everything from rarity to beautiful color to great cutting to lots of diamond weight to, of course, customizing the gold however you want that as well. But with 38 seconds left, and of course, it is St. Patrick's Day this weekend, so you may want to pick up something green just for the occasion. Not that it's going to necessarily be there in time, but obviously think about, you know, those beautiful blue greens that we love. And this is that time of year when obviously also springtime up and coming. We think about the green that we see around Easter time and springtime and renewal and all of that. And that is a beautiful way to do it. So $14.99 if you'd like it. Can't leave it here. So stunning. If you're waiting on that tennis bracelet, I know it's early on a Thursday, but we have got these really beautiful rarities that you need to see on the early side so that you can get a chance to pick them up and take them from everybody else who's always clamoring for these types of stones. Also, we have a heart-shaped yellow diamond too that is massive. It would be our 2 carat 33, one of our largest yellow diamonds here. It's actually the 2nd largest we have overall. And then I do have aqua and indicolite, so a lot of blue stones here, blues and blue greens for you, and then that cabochon emerald, which is amazing. You don't see many of those, and we're really excited to have it for you tonight. So I'm going to get to, we've got special opal still here, by the way, guys. Special opal and platinum is here, and the turquoise, 5 carat pluser on the turquoise, which is really, really important. And then got a really nice morganite example for you, some blue sapphires here. Do have corner ruby in a ring as well. If you're thinking about anything in that rare category, we certainly can bring it. I know we're going to be introducing a stone to you this weekend as well that we've only had once before, and we've got some great examples for you coming up this weekend as well in the Aween. So let's talk about this. We've got a really important ruby, platinum, and a couple of emerald cut, aquamarine, some yellow diamond drop earrings that have beautiful stones. That's here, I think. And then here comes our Indicolite. So this is that beautiful way to do similar coloring, but in a faceted stone that it's an oval. And this one's really Indicolite tourmaline, the blue tourmaline that we love. Really tough to find in that exact color. That is so rare. It's item number 1123-3498, and it's in platinum. And it's a carat 34. And it looks great because it's got that clarity, which again, unexpected in tourmaline. We just saw it in the more blue-green variety. Now it's a true blue because Indicolite is not going to be a sapphire blue. We know that by now, tourmaline and blue. And this is very much like, even if you want a little more blue, like let's say the Congo was still a little bit green-blue for you and you would rather have blue-blue, this is a great way to go as well, where Indicolites aren't typically copper-bearing. There certainly have been a few, but it does look like some of those really premium paraibas we would see from the world, of course, back when you could actually get them. And then look at this great designer mounting. So the fun part about it is really the side profile. You see the pave on the sides. You see, well, a very, very large diamond that's bezel set. And how about the other side? Yep, got it on the other side too. So it's a beautiful profile gallery. That's always important. We don't see that as often in jewelry. It takes a lot of workmanship and extra money to do that, but we have put it together for you in the best way. So platinum, again here, we've got a carat 34 in the Indicolite and also 74 points in the diamonds that really do wrap around the side. So it's one of those rings that's great from every angle. Visually, it looks great from every single angle, of course. I do appreciate that as well, because I believe you as the wearer of your ring, you're very rarely in that outstretched hand pose where you're looking straight on at your ring. You know what I mean, right? When you show off a ring to somebody else and they say, let me see your ring, we always do that outstretched hand pose, right? That almost like kiss the ring, you know, kiss my hand, right? That kind of thing. And that's great to see the front, but so many times us as the wearer of a ring, we're seeing the profile, we're seeing the side. So to get those details, I really, really love. And here's what it looks like on the hand, and of course in platinum, so there's a weight about it. This is not a huge, wide ring, but there's a great feel. There's a great heft. You can see there how it builds up from the side, and there's what I'm talking about. That visual you get so often, and this visual, and I gotta tell you, those are massive diamonds. They gotta be 10 points or greater, yes. Thank you on the opal. Congratulations on our platinum opal just sold. And then of course, look at those blues. This is a more proper light that gives you truer to what you can expect to see in person. And yet there's that incredible dramatic lift and build from the sides there that you're getting. And of course, the pave on the sides of the shoulders also wrap around. So it is a full-on visual from every single angle, including, well, look at the inside too, how it's got that rounded style band. So it's really comfortable on. We have one. It's my job to make it affordable. I know, you got to realize that. I know we don't see as much platinum, and just in the last couple of days, we've been seeing a little more of it, which is exciting. But when we don't see as much of it, it's hard to really gauge. And not everyone realizes how much money or how much rarity and how much price that usually adds to your jewelry when you do set it in platinum, especially in a nice wider style like this is. It adds a lot of drama to the weight of the ring, and that's a very pricey metal. So I think that we can't always imagine or think about pricing the same way we do in gold, which is most of what we see. And obviously we make it a point to bring everything to its best possible value. But just remember how there is an upgrade to platinum that should be also upgrading your price tag. This is not an upgrade in price tag because it's not even $2,000. For that really incredible detail you have. Stays in platinum, but we'll size it for you. I love this style even as a pinky ring because again, it has that, you know, not too high up off the hand. It's not too pronounced. I think it's a beautiful pinky ring, so you can do that too. Or I could see it even as a gents ring, as a pinky ring as well, but it's not even $2,000 or $19.99. It's gonna be a lot better than that, and we will make this one disappear in a hurry for $17.77. And super high level elite on that metal presence, and then just builds from there. And that's a really good size on that stone. And you know how rare they are. Usually even when one is called Indicolite, I'm up here changing it on the air because it's not really, right? This one is true blue tourmaline, where again, not a sapphire blue. So if you're worried, well, I have a sapphire. Well, I have a blue topaz. Do I really need another blue stone? The Indicolites still have that more interesting color to them where it's a little bit more nuanced. So it's really specific to the blue tourmaline variety. So that's a good one. We're going to branch out a little bit because I know, again, lots of blues here. I mean, everything I'm looking at is some semblance of blue tonight. Everything in front of me. It's just that kind of day. But here we go. I'm going to get to our really fabulous green. There's a cabochon cat's eye emerald. I know we keep talking about it, so it's rare, so we better take a look at it right now. And it comes as a full necklace. So we'll see that. And 11234220. Let me know on this one. Everything going after the fact here, so don't hesitate. If we're a little bit tardy, that's okay, as long as you just are the first one to say yes. But this is what I've been telling you about. It is a rare, rare, rare emerald that honestly I've never had in jewelry before here on television. So it's really exciting. It's a big moment. 11234220. Another platinum piece. This time it's the bail. And then there's a little bit of 18 karat yellow gold. That's going to set the stone as well. So that's going to be your mix there of two-tone, which means you're always wearing your necklace. No matter what you're wearing on the rest of your body in your jewelry collection, you've got a piece that's going to work with everything else. And it's going to be that 241 on the emerald, which is going to be your cat's eye. So very distinctive there because that's going to rotate and move as the piece does. And then you also have your 9 points in diamonds, which are just those three. So it's the 3 big diamonds that are 3 points apiece. And then you've got a chain coming with it, which is going to be a 20-inch chain, but it is adjustable. So you can make it shorter or longer, and you can get really specific because it's got that sliding bead style of adjustability. So you can really get, doesn't have to be 1-inch increments that you adjust it to. It can be really fine-tuned for you. So all that said, we're going to take a look at it on the hand. I know our Indicolite's still verifying, so again, call us on favorites, but look at the finishing. Solid finishing. And one more thing I appreciate, they added the really cool specifics there in the back as well, so you always know. And you can see platinum and 18K. Let's show it on the hand here so you can get an idea. It's not huge. That's not the point of this. It's not meant to be this very, very large, overwhelming piece, but I'll tell you, it just gets cooler the further away you are from it, because that's when you see that vertical chatoyancy that is giving that glow. And those really big diamonds, diamond cut chain, which is also going to be in the platinum here. And then you see, this is what I mean by that sliding bead. There's the length. Now, if you obviously utilize a shorter length, you're going to get a little bit of additional length down the back of the neckline. Spring ring closure, maximum here. Actually, let me see. It might be a maximum 18 inches. And then we'll show it on the neckline for you really quickly here as well. I'm going to say 18 inches maybe. But look again at how glowy this stone is. It just gets brighter and brighter. And of course, that chatoyancy, when you move it side to side, you see how that cat's eye is going to actually rotate through the stone, and it's going to be a better value than even that. Well, I love $3,999. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, considering how much rarity you have. And it's a true bright green, kind of likened to a chivor color we would typically see out of an emerald out of Colombia. And I'll blow it out right now. It's going to be less than $2,000. So we've already surpassed the halfway 50% off deal, and now we're going to make it even better than $19.99 or $18.99 or $17, because this is just rarity that we always seek to make affordable. Because if you're thinking, well, that's the piece I've been waiting for, there's my luxury, I want to have that. But at the same time, we do our best to make it affordable so that you can. And it doesn't have to be $16.99 either. So super rare. Think of what you would spend for any 241 emerald here, because we've had examples here that have been $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 without even trying it. That's for a typical size there. That would be a 2.5 carat, 2 carat 41 emerald all day long that doesn't have the rarity of the chatoyancy. This has an extra added layer of phenomenal property to it, which I don't know about you, but I've been doing this almost every day for 22 years and I've not seen one in jewelry. So this is pretty exciting to have something super cool, and yet we always talk about emeralds, if they give you a lot of clarity, they'll glow. Well, this stone has that glow, but it's through that chatoyancy and that phenomenal property. Take a look at it. We'll make it $1,599. And Andy, go ahead. What's that? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for letting me know. And then, do you have the cat's eye emerald? We're going to find out right now at $1,599. And then I will have to actually, I'll measure that chain for you. I think it's 18 inches maximum. Thank you. It's sold. Congratulations. And then, why don't we just get to it? What could that be? This. Very special bracelet that I know is going to be, I'm going to have to move it around a little bit because it's obviously this big tower of stones. But it is our first tennis bracelet in Tanzanite. And yet every single link it's odd sitting here on this wheel because it's going to do that. It's a very weighty piece. But I just want to give you a little for instance here. This will be all emerald cut stones all the way through, with the exception of every fourth stone. After every fourth stone, there's going to be a station of diamonds. Let me show it on the wrist because size is so important here. It's a 7-inch length, so let's kind of give you those details right now. 1123434 is going to be that fabulous bracelet, and you can see how from one side to the other, it's the consistency of having beautiful saturated color of Tanzanite, which is going to give you 14 carats 02. And one more thing, Tony, it's all set in 18 karat gold and it's in the white gold. And there you can see a good look. And of course, one of my favorite things is exactly what's showing up right now, the gleam of an emerald cut. The way an emerald cut has this ability to completely throw the light and shine like a mirror, but in this case, a rich purple, blue, intense with reds, mirror-like kind of look. It's white gold only, 18K. That's a huge upgrade when you have this much gold. Then you're getting 14 carats 02 of emerald cut Tanzanites, and it is 48 points in the diamonds. Now, if it is, now I know this question, we've got to, obviously address this. Is it going to be Blue Wing Block D? We did not make it a designer piece. So no, it is not the Blue Wing Block D. But before you just go ahead and dismiss it, because I know we have spoiled you rotten when it comes to Tanzanite and just about everything else, I want to just point out how beautiful it's going to look with a Blue Wing Block D. So if we can stay here for a moment, I'm going to go ahead and do something that I probably normally wouldn't do with Tanzanite, but here's the example. When you have this on your wrist, and I'm just grabbing a ring with my left hand here, trying to get it out of the bag and then put it on my finger for you. So there's the ring, and that's a Blue Wing Block D, and look at how they look together. You're still getting a very saturated hue of Tanzanite. So I want to point that out for anybody who is saying, well, I love my blue wing block D. I'd like a bracelet to look good with it. I think this is going to do it because you see, there's our blue wing block D. That's a 4 carat and a half or so that's coming up later in a ring. And look at the bracelet that's going with it. That's kind of the fun of emerald cuts, is it takes that saturation, that trichroism, and it just kind of shifts color here from the darker and the bright lights you see is basically the facet glow that you get. It's kind of like that light bouncing off those elongated step facets. So look at that together. I just wanted to put them in. Obviously, they're not even going to be that close together because when you're wearing your bracelet, it's here and there's your ring. But look at that in the same visual. So that's a really important, I think, distinctive look to make. So please don't dismiss them because, you know, it's a designer piece that, trust me, cost a fortune in the design house. We're talking about a $37,000 piece of jewelry here without even trying. The diamonds, 48 points. We have one, it's 7 inches. I'm going to show you the box link closure on the close-up here because it also has an interesting, instead of a figure 8, well, this is one of the creative things I love too, is they put that large emerald cut right there at the clasp, so it's a little larger so that it perfectly fits over the box where the closure is. But that, of course, is rotated east to west on the emerald cut, and then you see there's that little button, that little textured button right over here. That's where you're going to press it down. That opens it up, and then you've got these stations of diamonds, almost a half carat there. So keep in mind, this is the bracelet I know so many of you have been asking us for. $37,000 is a little bit much, and I actually rounded down. It was $37,280, and that's what they ask. Good thing we're not shopping retail, am I right? Here's what we're going to offer you tonight. Something extremely important on a per carat level. I guess we're going to go ahead and change the game here. I've offered the biggest Tanzanite values that are available the world over, all just by watching the show on Blue Wing Block D Best. What we're going to do here, considering that there's still, remember, 18 karat gold is a higher level than 14 karat by a mile. There's 7 inches of gold. This is equivalent to approximately having 8 different rings. Think about that. The gold weight of 8 rings is what it takes to create this bracelet just in the metalwork alone. That's all premium gold at 18K, so 75% pure gold. And then you have an additional 50 points in diamonds. If you need a little bit of reassurance that it's important to dial in early because, yes, we only have one, that is for sure. But the problem is this, when we're about to give this price tag that is so blow your mind good, it's actually going to be our lowest per carat price we've ever seen on Tanzanite historically at this show. And that's saying something when it's more than just the weight of the Tanzanite. Yes, it's a lot of Tanzanite carat weight at 14 carats plus. Yes, there's a lot of diamond weight at almost a half carat. But where this is going does not take any of that into account at all. It's really just about giving you a straight up value on something you've wanted and requested for years here that we have not been able to bring. So here's the chance to pick it up. And no, it's not going to be $37,000, which is great if you've made a money and it doesn't matter and you want to walk into retail and own it, great. But instead of $37,000 or half of that, which would be about $18,000, or another half of that, which would make it around $9,000, we're 75% off retail. And it's nowhere near $9,000. And we have one, and I really can't leave it like this because it just leans too much. So let me show you again. Oh, by the way, one more thing about the closure, that is the fold under style. So there's a safety catch, but do you see that there? It's a little bit of like it's a little clasp, but instead of being a figure 8, that would really kind of mar the look here that we're going for with all this sleek look and design. We have the fold under style. So this actually is really easy to do, by the way. So you're just going to pop that and close it, and it clicks close. So that's going to be your safety closure there. So that's how you make sure that it is locked and not moving. Then I'm going to show it on the wrist again. It is 7 inches. Let's blow it out right now. It's not even going to be $9,000 or another half of that, which is $4,500. It's about to get really interesting in here because only one, it is magnificent. I love the width of it. Check it out again from one end to the other, nonstop emerald cuts. You know how tough it is to match up that many beautiful emerald cut Tanzanites? It is rare. It is special. And it's not going to be $4,500 either. I am congratulating you in advance. Whoever it's going to be that takes it is one very lucky collector, and I'm so glad you're here for it early. I'll probably just leave it on the wrist because that's the only way to really show it to you upright. And we're going to make this even more affordable than $4,500. And yes, this per carat is going to blow your mind because it's only $39.99, which actually means that for your 14 carats, you're down to like $285 a carat. And then here it is. I just got to leave it on the wrist here because it's just so Amazing to see the saturation of color from a distance away. And then, of course, all those diamond segments as well. In between every 4 tanzanites you have is that pave segment of diamonds. $39.99, that's $285 a carat. If the gold is free, if the diamonds are free, and if all the labor to put it together by hand is free. So keep that in mind. $285. Have we ever seen that before in Tanzanite? The answer is simply no. No, we have not. And it may be gone. So I know our cabochon, Cat's Eye Emerald is spoken for. This is gone as well. Thank you so much. Let's get to an aqua. So continuing with this month's birthstone, but in the best and highest quality is 1123246. Wow. Look at that square cushion. And thank you again for dialing in early. It is the magic sauce to getting in and getting your deals, that's for sure. Now here we are looking at a very, very special cushion cut square aqua. It is 14 karat gold. This is a bridge mounting, but with very simple, elegant, big diamonds that go right from one side to the other. Oh, look at that. The depth of that stone shows off that really amazing culet that you get. So you appreciate so much of your stone this way. And same thing's gonna happen from this gallery view. Look at the bright, icy blues. Like a princess. I don't know what makes me always think icy blues and I think like princess. I do. I think of magical, I think of like fairy princesses and things like that. It just feels so fresh and so feminine and just a little bit of extra magic added to the mix, right? Just that really pretty color that, again, we love for the saturation level it brings. It also is a 278, 32 points in diamonds. We kept that simple. You still see the diamonds through the stone from different angles, which I appreciate. And one of our best aquas here, so let's blow it out for March. It doesn't matter. I think we all love a good aqua. I think where we struggle is we don't always love aquas. But I think we all can love a good aqua because it gives you such beautiful saturation to the color. And then the cushion cut square just gives that super iciness we love. And I'm gonna make it easy. Really easy. Oh, really easy. I was happy with $39.99. There's a new reduction in price on this one. And it's not even going to be $4,000, $3,000, $2,000. This is a huge stone. Okay. You ready for it? Let me try it on before I get to the final low. And this is a one only, obviously. Do you know that all of our Sierra Santa Marias of significant sizes, all one onlys? They are. There's that iciness. Almost looks like you have white diamonds set within the stone somehow because it's bright, because it's bold, because it's giving you luxury that no other aqua source can. Here it is. And ready to go right now at $1,400. $99 only. $4,000 ring that we just put a price tag under $1,500 for you. That is amazing. Truly is. And look at the shine. And might I add, great with the wondering if you want to add that to it as well. Take advantage of that one in the midway point of March is tomorrow. So this is the chance to pick it up and get, we really kind of front loaded the month of March with our best aquas and every single one of them went out. And that was a big part of that discounting we did on the Sierra Santa Maria Best. Here it is again, but in a really wearable cut and size. 2 carat 78, I mean, still large. For the world of Sierra Santa Maria, there weren't too many that were over 2 carats. So this is still considered a really large size to get, and we love it for that. So take advantage of it. Really want you to be able to get that one if this is your moment to get aqua. Trust me, that is a good one of our finer options for you. And yes, that Tanzanite ring I did show with the bracelet is going to be coming up in the show. And I think it looks like we only have one piece from the show available. Correct me if I'm wrong, Andy, but the turquoise, right? The turquoise is still here, the 546. So I think that's everything though. The only thing available from our first 42 minutes. So keep that in mind if you want that beautiful, beautiful turquoise, which was one of our, actually, the most affordable of the show as well. So take advantage of the turquoise and now the aqua. So I think we're loving the designer new pieces. So I've got another one for you and then we'll get into our Brazilian paraibas as well. So have you guys heard of gold bars? You know, like when you buy bricks of gold, bars of gold, you can do that. You can do that if you want to just buy gold. This feels, it's a pendant, but it feels like a big gold bar that is all solid. And then what's on the other side? Something magical here. Look at this. Okay, so let's set it up here because I know this one's a little challenging to face up to the world. Our aqua's here if you'd like it. Don't wait on that one. Look at this. Mirror finish. This reminds me of a dog tag style, which I think is great, right? We kind of love that cool factor, that kind of cool edgy factor, But we are really truly looking at something pretty extraordinary here for you, and that is because this is going to be a princess cut in the alexandrite from Brazil, which I don't know about you, but that's a little different color than we're used to seeing because it's already showing pure, amazing purple colors. That's very impressive. So item numbers 1123430. Do not let these designer pieces pass you by. There's a reason why every single one I've put up. We have two pieces available now from the show, the aqua and the turquoise. They're both TVON's pieces, right? They're the pieces you know and have seen before. All the new, all the specialty, gone. All of it, out of here. So here's your chance where I think the same thing is going to happen here because it is a massive alexandrite in this great cut, being a princess cut, which is super, super unusual. Then you're getting, how about the set at its side? So when you actually see it from a distance, it tends to look like the stone is a bit of a star cut when it's not actually a star cut. It is that princess cut, but you see that great etching. It is a design element that's really beautifully done because it's that etching that we love that's so special that creates that little bit of the North Star look, which has been very, very popular here in the past. It's 18 karat solid gold, and this is like a brick of gold. It is. It is really special. You've got that mirror finished O-ring that's going to accommodate most chains, including diamonds by the yard. It's 18 karat solid. It stays in the white gold. It's an 18-point princess cut alexandrite as well. So you have something going on here that's still very wearable and casual. Let's take a look at it from a distance because I know you're dying to see the size, keeping in mind that the back is mirror finished, and I wouldn't see any reason why you couldn't wear it that way if you wanted to. Here's what it looks like from a distance away so you can kind of evaluate. And for anybody who says that a satin finishing, because that's a little bit of almost like a mattified texture, if you think that is not going to be a shine, oh, look what it does. That is the matte finished or the satin finished side, and look at how it still catches the light and shines. And then you see that dramatic etching around that stone, which is really special. And that's a very important stone because you see, how many alexandrites do we see? We see a couple a day. They're usually the greens and the blues and the blue-greens that then turn to purple. This one's already doing it right here. So there's one. You obviously add your favorite chain, which is going to determine the length. Speaking of length, let's show you the length of the pendant itself, which is going to be a total of about 1.25 inches, including that O-ring. Just the gold itself is 1 inch top to bottom. And then you could easily reverse it. I don't see any reason why certain days, if you want a totally different look, you just wear it like this. Or obviously it's got a fingerprint, so forgive me, but if you want to, you could do some engraving here. You could have that engraved if you want to, right? There's plenty of room. So you could definitely do a little, whether it's a quote or a date or a, couple of words or a name, you could do that. Some engravers that I've used here in the jewelry world, they do little designs and symbols, right? They'll do little motifs. So maybe you want a little heart behind there or something like that. But that's where, again, the alexandrite's so rare. Let's take a look at it from a distance away as well, give you an idea of what that's going to look, how it's going to translate on the neckline, and then we're going to go right back up close and show you that amazing stone, which is really truly one of the rarest alexandrites I've ever seen us bring, and I love looking at that stone. So see, true princess cutting there, loving that one. It's going to be for one collar only. Let me get the bail out of the way so it sits evenly for us. And now it doesn't want to, but here we go. Let's see. So that's going to be your look, and we're going to bring it out for you for under $2,000. And again, we talked about metal weights a lot. This is 18K. It's heavy. There's a weight, there's a feel, there's a really deluxe property to it, and it is not going to be $19.99. So get ready, alexandrite lovers, also June's birthstone. Keep that in mind. Got a very special stone all the way around here and then set in such a beautifully unique way. I just can't get over the cutting and then the way they embellish the cutting with the design itself. It's going to be $1,699. We took an instant $300 coupon off that one to make that yours. So a really beautiful value right there, right now for just one caller. So good luck on that one. All these designer pieces, of course, are one of a kind. So do keep that in mind, and we will see what's next. We've got a lot of special pieces on the way. Some great wheels for you a little bit later. Do have Brazilian paraiba to get into, which are, of course, those super bright neon stones we love. And then there is a star blue sapphire. Who's been waiting on the blue stars? We've had a lot of you reaching out. You usually see what? We usually see star sapphires in purples or reds. I have a blue star sapphire. The super most valuable by far is the blue star. It's why I can think back and I honestly don't remember having one of this color. If it's a dustier blue-gray, that's one thing. But to see that true royal blue color, but with an asterism, whole other thing. So we've got that one coming up, and a big deal on a diamond if you're interested in the rare of the rare in the color that is our champagne. Beautiful champagne diamond. Look at that. Emerald cut set in that matting. So that's here too. I know how popular our Fawn diamonds and champagne diamonds have been of late, and we'll blow it out. So we've got that coming up as well. So let's keep moving. We've got that one here if you'd like it. $16.99. I know that one's tough to understand because you can't feel it yet and you don't necessarily know how weighty this is. But when you get a little mini brick of gold like that, that's solid all the way through, this is not hollowed out. So that's very impressive. So keep that in mind. It's why that has a little bit price tag that's a little bit higher than I think you might expect if it was hollowed out. Let's take a look at this though, because it's our Brazilian paraiba ring, the one and only tonight. And then we will have one necklace for you that's going to be lovely. So we've got one, it's actually a pendant, and it's got some different ways you can wear it with some florals. So I'll pop that in for a little preview. So this would be the ring, and then this is the necklace that we're going to have coming up. So if you want to hang in for this, this is going to be a vertical style with the 3 quattrofoil design, and then those bright as can be Brazilian paraiba. So we'll do these back to back before our top of the hour gets here. And this is 1123493. It's going to be platinum with a 5-point paraiba. And that's a rarity. That's how they don't really get much bigger. So when we see a 5-pointer, don't think, oh, that's a tiny stone. That's how big they are. They're just not big sizes available through Mother Nature. Again, this is that original source of paraiba. So that Brazilian find that started the naming process, this was that discovery in 1989. Think about that. We were all probably, I bet you, now there may be some viewers that are even younger than that, but I will tell you, we've all experienced gemstones that were here and around long before we were. This is a stone that most of us were here first, before the Brazilian paraiba was even discovered. Think about it. When you were born, I can speak for myself. I'll speak for myself. When I was born, nobody knew there was such a thing as copper-bearing tourmaline. Nobody knew that. It was 1989 when this was discovered. So think about it. This is really unusual. And since then, not a ton of time has elapsed, at least not in the respect of the gem world. And yet all 3 sources ever discovered in this material gone completely. That is, Brazil was the first, then Mozambique and Nigeria had a nice couple of years there where we got some stones out of those different regions of the world as well. Different color they were, because slightly different elements over there. It wasn't, you know, a continuation necessarily of the same vein, but there were some of the elements that, of course, copper is the main driving force behind why you get these colors here. But that is not something that you see typically, is that color blue-green. It's just very distinctive, highly neon. 5-point stone out of a private collection for you. And yet, lovely to see it in a great platinum piece with diamonds around it. Very lacy, too. 28 points in the diamond weight around that. And we're going to make this really affordable. Just one. Obviously, we know that. It gives you a way to still really, it broadens the ring overall so that the smaller stone still is highlighted by a lot of beautiful metal weight. I keep wanting to say gold, but you know it's not. It's going to be an upgrade to that. And so really, really special. So here we are. It's going to be, you know what, instead of $29.99, let's blow it out. Here's what we've got for you. It's really good. I wonder if that, Tony, that comment, that's really funny. I wonder if that's Aram. I wonder if it is. Is it? Because I know she had a request the other day, and I thought, I've got to see if we still have that, because she wanted to see a big emerald necklace. So I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I can't tell with screen names sometimes, but if it is Aram, let me know, because I know you want to see the big emerald necklace, and I flashed it the other day. But anyway, there we go with our beautiful paraiba. I'm going to make this really, really simple and easy. We'll make it $1,399, so super affordable. And then we've got the beautiful necklace coming up, which will be another 18-karat gold piece for you as well. That is going to be chain included, all that good stuff. So we love a Brazilian paraiba moment. They're just few and far between here or anywhere else. You just don't see them very often. So we're thrilled to be able to bring them, and of course bring them at affordability like these are. So $13.99. Yep, there's a little competitive element to this show, just because you got that really special one-of-a-kind action really on most everything we bring. But highly recommend jumping on these Brazilian paraibas, because you're in a very rare collector status when you get a stone like that. And this is the pendant, so we'll show you. You may want to consider both as a matching set here. These are even, I would say, a little more vibrant, and there's multiple ways to wear this. pendant because you've got veils essentially through the entire necklace, or through the entire pendant, I should say. Here's what it looks like, kind of like the curves of the gold here, and it's 18 karat gold again, so it really is a match to the ring. But you see, this is curved sections, but look at this. It's actually hinged. So you can actually, if you want to, you can actually wear this. It's going to be easier to show on the hand here because up close, that's just designed to show you the quality of the stones. Let's take a look at this. This is how I think most people are going to wear it. Now, it could easily be reversed. There are bails through the entire piece, but because it is hinged in this way, you can essentially, let me grab my tweezers here and help you see the visual here. If you want to put your chain through several different segments of the piece, you can do that all in the way that you actually create a different look just by putting your chain like this. So do you see how I just totally changed the look? If I was running the chain through these two sections together, how did I just do that? Well, it's all hinged with some movement. So if you wanted to wear it like this, or you could turn it the other way and wear it like this, it gives you options. Now it looks more like a bouquet of flowers, right? As opposed to, I almost feel like when it's down sitting vertically, I feel like it's a little bit more almost like a shooting star kind of pattern that you have. So again, I'm fumbling with it because it's live TV and you know, I'm doing this with tweezers, but you can play with it when you get it at home and you can decide whether you want to wear it any number of ways. So that's kind of fun about a piece that gives you a lot of versatility. So we'll go back to the wheel just so you can see the beautiful brightness and the neon of the individual stones, because once again, original source paraiba here out of Brazil. It's a definite quatrefoil feel, not just the center stones, but the diamonds around it. It's 18 karat gold, 3483. You know who you are if you've been missing out on all the beautiful paraibas out of Brazil we've been doing lately. Especially, it seems like pendants are always the #1 ask. They seem to be the most popular of all, are the pendants. So here's the only one we've got tonight, and it's 18 karat gold, 8 points total weight in your paraibas and all rounds. And then you do have that 37 points in the diamonds. Again, they're bigger as well because they're only going to be the 12 individual diamonds. It's set in 18 karat gold. We're going to throw in the adjustable chain, which is truly adjustable. It means 18-inch max, but it can be adjusted shorter all you want. You can make it as short as you want it to be, so that also will work. You could even wrap this chain around your wrist multiple times and wear it as a bracelet if you want to as well, just because you can really fine-tune the length. But it's only going to be, okay, let's make it really affordable. It's $14.99 for the necklace. So you've got the chain, you've got the pendant, multiple ways to wear the pendant as well. So you can really play with it, make it your own, but it's only going to be for one caller. And then I would consider getting the set because you've got the laciness of the pear shape here and the designer style around it, and those really work. You see how maybe the pear shape in the ring has a tad more blue and the rounds are giving you more blue-green. So I just love the way you can really play with it. Watch again how just like that, it just hinges, so you can really create different looks as you'd like. So you can really wear it, and that's why they did bails essentially around the whole thing. You can wear it however you want. You could even wear it more east to west like this by threading your chain through it. So there are options here, and it's just a beautiful piece. And that was just as simple as it just moves, right? It's hinged, so you kind of play with it. Yeah. The ring, I'll try that on the hand for you. I'm going to leave that. Well, that one's not going to sit on its own, but let's try on the ring for you here. Here's what the Brazilian paraiba, that was that pear shape, the larger individual stone at 5 points there, because remember you're getting a total. And then I'll just show them together here as well, so you can see how they would look if you are thinking about the matching set, which obviously there's a reason we offer them a la carte. You don't need to, but there's that great necklace. Here's the great ring. So there they are. And that's it for Brazilian paraibas. I know how collectible they are. They're one of the tougher stones in the world to find, and therefore they come with a little hefty price tag sometimes, but not here. So we make them affordable. So let me know on either of those. We're going to move right along. Got the big yellow diamond here if anybody needs the ultimate gift idea for a loved one. There's the heart-shaped yellow diamond. Beautiful heart-shaped stone. That's a 2 karat 33. I'm going to make sure that we bring you something really cool coming up before we get to our top of the hour. You've got to see this. It is our last look at it, and we are going to let you kind of just peruse our last of the pink diamond wonder rings. This looks like something that I know we spent years and years to actually make a few to debut some time ago. And now we're in last call because so many of you have been asking for it just lately. We've seen the white diamond version come out to play. We've seen the yellow diamond version. And naturally with that, everybody's saying, bring me the pinks. And we said, well, hold on for a few more days because we scurried to make just a couple more of them that we could. Not easy to do. These are natural pink diamonds. Think of all the diamonds that are offered out in the world, and yet most of the diamonds you see with any kind of color, most get a lot of help and a lot of treatment to get there. This did not. These are Mother Nature created and nothing else done to that rough material except faceting, polishing, and then of course setting it in this double row wonder ring. So this is going to be our last call on this one because it has been a chore just to make a few more. Of course, what's really, really, really unique about this is most people need to get two because the beauty of this ring is the stackability. It's the way this is really where people will collect two so they can put them around other rings and then you create a whole different look. I'll tell you this, what's fun about it too is we just heard from, Mary called us earlier tonight to tell us that she received her nail ring, you know, the famous nail ring that I know we've been getting incredible feedback, so thank you for all of that. I hope you're, are all loving them. But she was actually saying she paired up, right, Jess, I've got this right, she got a rose gold nail ring and she was pairing it with the pink diamond wonder ring, which is this one right here. And I gotta admit, Mary, I love that idea. I never thought of that. I really did not think about stacking that way, but it's just another example of 112-1686, how this is a ring that really does work with just about everything. We immediately think of, yeah, solitaires, but it really does work with even the most unusual. I mean, I've paired it up with my signet ring. I've taken our wonder rings and put it next to that gigantic 3/4 inch square signet ring, and it makes the signet ring look totally different, takes on a new personality. So it really is one of those that totally expands your current jewelry collection in such a grand way. I have two to show you so you can see the consistency of the matching of the pink diamonds and the rose gold. Now, there aren't a lot of decisions to make except what ring size do you need and how many rings do you need. There they are, two together, and you can see that perfect matching of all those different stones. You're getting 53 points in pink diamonds per ring. So if you are stacking two, suddenly you've instantly acquired a carat 06 in natural pink diamonds just by getting two, which is what you want to do if you want all that versatility. Yes, one will stack up next to just about anything as well, but then to really add, you usually put one around either side of a ring, and then it really dresses that up. And of course, that lovely pink color is so pretty because that's a softer color of pink, so it really does lend itself to all your other different types of stones. And it's also going to be really affordable, and it's in rose gold only. So come on in because it's our last call, and now it's 8 o'clock. So let's talk about welcoming everybody to the show. For those of you that are a little tardy to our big Thursday night party, well, here it is, and we've got 2 hours left, and it's 8 o'clock. That means perfect way to celebrate a pink diamond wonder ring era that is coming to an end. Of course, this only debuted not so long ago. This is the most recent addition to the Wonder Ring collection. When it did debut, it completely sold out. It has taken us all this time just to put a few more together for you to give you the opportunity you've been waiting for. And with the yellow diamonds and the white diamonds we've already had that have been beloved, this is certainly the most exotic way to get a wonder ring, because out of the white diamonds that are VS, out of the yellow diamonds we did that were very vivid and bright, this is by far the most rare of any of those particular pieces. So it is also, it's an incredible price tag, might I add. So that's really what's exciting about it. Get two or get one. Maybe you started with one on the original presentation months back, and you've now decided, I love that one ring, and there's a million ways I wear it. It's only going to be more versatile when you get two. That's really what this ring is all about. It's designed to be the ultimate ring guard. It is the ultimate ring guard. It's also got a great price where, mark my words, there's nowhere else to get over a ½ carat in pink diamonds for a price like this, especially when it's solid all the way through the band. It is solid on the inside. There's no under gallery, but it's completely finished. You've got nothing but solid rose gold, and watch this because it's completely finished. And this is not something we do very often. Look at the inside. Look at the solid nature of the back. We're already busy on the phone lines because oh, it's back, it's finally here, I need to have one. Here's your chance to pick it up, and there you see that solid finishing all the way through the inside. Looking great. Pink diamonds, watch this on the hand. This is the mid-size wonder ring, by the way. So it's not that too large where, again, adding, stacking will make it, too over the top. This is that mid-size where we kind of tone down the individual size of the rose here to give you something really special. They still work together next to each other, just nested like this, one next to another. You can obviously flip them around. So you put something else in the middle, pinky ring, ring finger, middle index, or thumb ring. I love this as a thumb ring. I got to tell you, I think I wear my wonder rings the most as thumb rings. That's usually what I end up doing. On a day-to-day basis, you ever catch me out and about, you're probably going to see the white diamond wonder ring on my thumb, pointed this way. I love that look, but the pink diamond works wonders as well. And that way, think about it, if you're not already wearing a thumb ring and you've already got a ring here, and maybe you wear a ring here, and stacking's all the rage, so don't quit at 2, don't quit at 3. You got 5 fingers on one hand. Go for it. Go for it. Stack away. We think about stacking this way. You can do that too. But stacking this way is the ultimate trend right now. Put on a lot of rings and it's instantly chic. And yet, if you don't have the coolest thumb ring, I think that is the way to incorporate pink diamonds at the most affordable way, because it's under $1,000 to get you pink diamonds. Lavish, lovely, and rare, and only getting more and more rare by the day. It's Thursday night. Let's give you a great value. Let's make something stunningly affordable that should not be. That's the thing. We get so crazy jaded around here because we all know it's all about value at TVON. We know that. We can take the most rare and the most exotic and the most diamond intense pieces in the world and we make them affordable. That's what we do. But you gotta really think back to have you seen pink diamonds elsewhere? I know they're not just everywhere, but when you do, what does a pink diamond go for? What kind of price do you see? Are they consistent? Are they giving you a bright color? Are they a little bit, let's face it, most pink diamonds have barely their color. It's kind of like an aquamarine where usually it's just colorless and you don't see a lot of that saturation level. This is giving you the ultimate saturation level for a pink diamond, and you gotta get one because it's not even going to be $999. This is the likely last time we see it. We just recently had the white and the yellow. Naturally, a lot of you are saying, wasn't there a pink diamond version at one point, and can I see that? Here it is right now, and it's not even going to be $899. If you'd like one, think about getting 2, stock up so you can stack up. That's kind of what you need to think about with this kind of style, and it's not even going to be $899 a piece. Give me a really quick call here so that we can get you one before they're sold out, because I'm telling you, we usually need about 100 wonder rings on any given presentation. There are not 100 rings to go around. So this is going to be critical. You've got to dial early. It's not going to be $899 either. We're making this one $888 only. If you'd like one, you call me. It's fully finished on the inside. Again, rose gold only on this one. That's how the pink diamonds look their best. So that's going to be our rose gold option. Go true to size. Yes, even if you're getting 2 to wear together with another ring, go true to size on this one. You don't need to play with the sizing or get too creative. Just, you know, it's going to fit beautifully. You know it's going to be comfortable, and it's $888, and it's our last chance to look at it. So I'm so glad we have it for you. Then get requests in too. If there's anything you're looking for in this Thursday night, we'd love to help you out there, give you all your requests you need, whatever it is. And no, I don't, Pamela. I will let you know. I promise. I'm really good about it. I'm really good about emailing whenever there's something. I don't have anything in Princess Cut Pinks yet. So I will let you know, Pamela. Don't have any ombre, don't have any bow rings, don't have any Princess Cut Pinks yet. But you will be the first to know. I will reach out, as I always do, if I see anything. And I've seen everything for the whole weekend so far. So nothing yet, but I will keep you updated. So here we go, $888, final 60 seconds. And then I think we need to put an auction together. What do you think? Just put something up on the wheel and let you price it and see who wants to get a great piece for very inexpensive prices. We even have some black diamond drop earrings tonight. So we do have that. That's something to keep in mind. I know a lot of you were asking about the Tanzanite we showed you earlier with the bracelet. So we'll show you that again. It's actually going to be up on the auction block tonight. Looking forward to it. Even have some really important heart-shaped yellow diamond earring drops for you. And please get requests in. And you know what? There's the 228 I mentioned in the paraiba is here. And I would love to discount it from $30,000. So if anybody's looking for a big paraiba, there it is. That's the one that is, yep, certified copper content, beautiful blues and greens, bridge mounting. That's here for you tonight. So that's I gotta discount that one. And then we even have turquoise and Tanzanite earrings coming up in a little bit. But this is what I want to show you next, because the prize of the night is a blue star sapphire. I flashed it earlier because nope, we never see star sapphires of this color. And that's because it's that true epitome of royal blue color that we would want in a faceted stone. That becomes more difficult to achieve when you're talking about a cabochon. So let's kind of go through a little Sapphire 101 when you get stars, because if you're thinking, yeah, why is that? When I see star sapphires, they're usually grayish or they're completely charcoal, like a black, black color, like a black star sapphire with that little golden hue that the stars have. And then sometimes we'll see these more dusty purples. It's like a dusty purple blue. And then occasionally we'll have a pinky red. This is the one we do not have, ever. We never have this color. This is exactly what you want in a sapphire, bar none. Faceted material or cabochon cut. the cabochon cut, and it's not as simple, by the way, as just cut a sapphire into a cabochon and it's going to give you a star. Let's make sure you're aware that is not what happens. When you have a cabochon cut, it still needs to have little teeny tiny microscopic rutile needles that have to intersect at exactly the right angle to create the phenomena that is known as asterism. This is it. It's achieved that while still being that really, really beautiful color. And that is what makes it important. So it's 112-3465. So glad you're with us tonight. Let us know what requests you have. We'd love to help you out. We've shown you a lot of jewelry already. It's mostly gone. So again, any questions you have, make sure you get them in. We still have our Brazilian paraibas here as well, both the ring and the necklace. So keep that in mind. But this is the platinum piece. So another platinum item for you with the huge royal blue 219, which it was just last night. I had a royal blue sapphire. It was faceted. It was smaller. It was 1 carat. And that was, you know, a good chunk of change. Here's where you get the ballerina style mounting with all the rounds first and then baguettes. You see there's a few rounds just top and bottom, but that's just halo number 1. What really makes it special is the attention to all these tapered baguettes, which notice are actually different lengths as well. You have some of the shorter ones on the east and west sides. They get longer as you reach out to the north and the south. It really is specialty. Carat 24 in diamond weight all together looks fabulous, and it's going to be really affordable as well. And it's in solid platinum, so don't forget about that. And there's the inside. We did not skimp on the interior of that stone. And how about that bright blue coming through even the back side of this star? And let me just walk around to get one of our lights blocked here just so you can see really quickly how there's going to be one primary star when you see it in real life. So there you have it, and that's going to be really beautiful that way. That six-legged star branches out across the stone. It moves with the light, so as your stone moves, so will that star, just like you see there. See how it just follows the light? So it's always going to be present as long as you have light. It's going to be present, and it's just super, super rare, and it's got a $12,999 price tag. Well, we broke open the museum tonight, and we said, here's what we do. Every given night you tune in, whether it's Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. I mean, think about it, guys. Every time you're here with us, we open up the museum, we bring out the best of the jewelry, and you get a chance to own it. But here's the problem. We don't like to ask for museum-type prices or even high-end designer retail. Obviously, museum pieces are priceless. That's where this could be. You've got a beautiful Ceylon material here, the true royal blue, the best of the best color, and it's not going to be even $12,000. We're going to blow it out right now. I need a caller to take it because this is the color so many of you ask for that we never see. And that's because they're so specialty. Judith in California, you know you've been waiting for one. Brenda in Wisconsin, she's been waiting for one, right? All these different collectors that look and wait and hope there's going to be one blue star sapphire. It's finally here, and it's not going to be $12,999. Let's take a look at it, get you a better value. One caller only, make it $2,999 instead. And yet there's a carat 24 in diamonds in platinum sitting all the way around it. So that is incredibly affordable for what that is, and that's why we bring it out at that value, because otherwise everyone goes, well, that's pretty, but I can never afford it. Now you can. You get the rare, you get the exotic, and you get it all together for $29.99, where we just save you 10,000 bucks. And that's how we do it. Now there is also a round star ruby, which is in a totally different mounting. Now, see why it's important? We really wanted the mounting to match the star. In this star in the blue, it gets more of a silver white look. Here's what we have for you. Thank you, Ariana, or Ariana. Thank you. You're so kind. I'm reachable, by the way. I'm on all the social media channels, just not X, but Twitter, or not Twitter, but Instagram, Facebook. So yes, you can reach out that way. All right, so here we go. $29.99 on that one we're verifying, and then this is its counterpart. Wow. A round star ruby with this designer, ooh, it's given me, I can't say the name, but you know who. It's given awesome, very high-end couture vibes. And let me try on the blue star sapphire again, because that one's going on the hand, and just a really rare, rare, rare color. Uh-oh. It's a size too tiny right now from my finger at the moment. It's a size 5, it looks like. And I just needed a half a size bigger. But there it is. That's what it looks like from a distance away. There's that star glowing. And we have 2 people talking about 1 ring. So that's going to go $29.99. Then we might as well bring out the ruby. Okay, let's bring out the ruby. It's platinum as well, but with some 18K. This is more of a band style to support it, right? Starting with the round ruby, here we go. So 2 stars in a row. The stars have aligned in the corundum family tonight, and we're bringing them out for you. This is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Let's go with baguettes again. All of those rounded. I love when they take baguettes and put them almost in this barrel type shape. Oh, the way it just wraps around, shimmers from all angles. Who's ready for a platinum and 18 karat gold round star ruby? And this one's 262. It's even larger than our last. Because remember, sapphires and rubies are the same family. They're all belonging to the corundum family, so they're really similar. Obviously, the ruby gets its own name because it's the red and it's the king and it's the one that everybody always wants, right? This is a 262, but then diamond weight is 30 points. In the baguettes only, they wrap around. So they're doing this slight kind of barrel formation that allow them to wrap around the sides. Just you see how it's almost like a half moon setting there, the way they're wrapped over. So this is really beautiful. And then you have 2 bands on the outside that then is supporting and holding all those stones in the inner part in the middle. It is just crafted like, well, it's obviously like having 3 rings in one, and yet it's so wearable and so affordable because, listen, if our star sapphire is still here, we got to make some waves here with the ruby. These are one of a kinds, obviously. We don't get to see these styles very often. And I'm going to show it to you on the hand here, and I think we've got somebody waiting on it, and I don't blame you. This is, if you could only see this in person, the way this star, it gets so caught up in the glare of these spotlights here, it's tough to appreciate. I literally had this away from the lights, and there's just one very strong, very defined star. So take what you're seeing on TV with a grain of salt, because it is a perfectly beautiful, bright star that gleams right at the center of that stone. And I'll try to just go ahead and show that to you. Let me see if I can get really like, let me see if I can just kind of stretch here to do 2 things at one time. I'm going to hold it up to the light and then block one of the lights. So you can really see how pronounced that star is when you just get the one. And then I'm going to try to get even more weird here and contort to show you that star, which is actually centered up. And you can see there. See how there's 2? And then if I'm blocking one light here, look at that. There's that strong star, and it's still got a lot of ambient light, so it's still not as strong as what you'll see in person. But check that out. So that's what you can expect to see when it arrives and you open the box. So hopefully that helps you kind of feel it out there and get a real sense of why. You see it's got a beautiful glow to the stone itself, very translucent to the stone. You know, it's got a little glow to it. It's not just a dirty ruby where it's got full opacity. It's got that glow happening. It's a 262. I want to make it even more affordable than the sapphire. The sapphire was smaller. It didn't have as much of the metal weight, and we're going to make this really easy. It's $24.99 only for the ruby. We got to see some of these stars out the door, right? The stars are here tonight. We've got the sapphire if you want it. That's the 2 karat. Remember, that was the 219. This is larger. It's ruby, so it's even more high-end, more rare. And now that whole ring, which remember is platinum and 18K, together for $24.99 only. All right, then we're done with our star stones. And I say, let the auctions commence. I got nothing to auction off, but we'll put something up and we'll just figure it out, right? Anything you want. Anything you want to see, you let me know. How about this really large blue topaz? We've got a big trillion cut here in a lot of gold. So we'll see that coming up. Kind of looks like an Indicolite, actually. And then we do have some heart-shaped yellow diamond drop earrings that are fun. And I think maybe, could it be possible that we're waiting on the 13 karat 31? I saved this for today. Follow along. It's a 1331, which is a numerical palindrome. 1331, 1331. The diamond weight is 114. Today is 314. So I see the 3s and I see the 1 and the 4, and I put it together and saved it for tonight. That is a, you know what it reminds me of? Were you with me last night when I sold a 29 karat plus Tanzanite round pendant? This looks like it. Now, if it was 29 carats, we discussed this yesterday, it'd be too big for a ring. So this 13 karater is plenty. It's big, it's bold, it's bright, it's got all the reds. That is the special of the night. And it's firing on all trichroic cylinders there. Tons of blue, tons of purple, tons of red. It is one only. It is the big diamond weight. This is where, again, you've got 19-point stones on either side. If that is something you're interested in, and before you say, don't even tempt me with it, I don't have $2 million. It's okay. We're friendly, we're easy, we're really just, again, don't take the $2 million price tag that it should be as any kind of, for instance. And if you've seen Tanzanite out and about elsewhere, and you've been looking at Tanzanite going, $4,000 for a 1 carat stone. I saw it today on TV. $4,000 for a 1 carat stone. I thought, so you might believe that that's the best out there when you know by the color. If it's washed out, if there's no red, then that's not the best color. And I'm so tired of people telling you otherwise because it's just not fair. You know, it's not fair. It's not right. Honesty is the best policy, especially when it comes to gems and jewelry. And I don't love when people are calling block C material that is, we all know, as an industry, lighter. We know that's not the best. This is the literal best, and here's the best stone we've been waiting on. It's a showpiece. It's a museum piece, yes, but it just happens to be going on your hand. So if you're saying, I can handle the best, bring it to me. We've got it. We've got it. It's here. I don't know when we're going to show it. Probably not right now because I don't think we have everybody with us yet. But you're here. So I wanted to give you a little, for instance, that in 12 minutes we're going to show it. I'm going to bring it out in 12 minutes. I'm not waiting. We're not going to wait till the last hour. We're going to bring it out in 12 minutes time. And you're going to have a chance to get the 1331 most, I'm going to say it, this is like the baby version of what we had yesterday in a 30 carat that most people could not afford, right? And this is the way we do it in a ring, and it's 1123548. That's coming up in 12 minutes. We'll count it down. So that's on the way. Don't go anywhere. We still have the star ruby and the star sapphire, but verifying. Here's the 1331 with a carat, 14 in diamonds. Those are 19 pointers each, and that's all set in 14 karat gold. So that's going to be coming up, and it's lovely to just show it to you and say, hey, look what we got. But it's a lot more fun to realize that somebody in a few minutes, in probably about, what, 15 minutes, someone's going to own that piece. And it's not going to be in TVON's inventory any longer. So that's coming up. Tell a friend. If you have somebody who's thinking about Tanzanite, if they're saying, ooh, I saw some pretty Tanzanites on TV today, but ooh, $7,000 for a 2.5 carat and $10,000 for a little 2 carat. Woo, they're expensive. Yeah, but sometimes it's just, do you have a friend in the biz? I'm your friend in the biz. And we're going to help you own better material for less money. True story. It's happening in 10 minutes. Make sure you're with me. Okay, let's get to this. I have a true, may not be for everybody because it's pretty bold, but this is a trillion cut. Is it Indicolite? Is it sapphire? No. Because if it was, we'd be looking at $30,000 and $40,000 price tags. Instead, it's the world of blue topaz, but the very best level being London blue topaz. So London is calling. And it's not even edited. It's not been doctored. It's just here in real life, looking fabulous. And it's going to be that wide band that it's set on top of. And it's going to be 1117918. And if anybody wants a tremendous amount of gold weight, you got it. And then lining that trillion cut with 2 rows in diamonds, it's a 392 trillion. It has 17 points in the diamonds. And I'm going to go ahead and sell it real cheap right now just for anybody who'd like it. It gives you that large presence of gold that we look for, a lot of mirror finishing. Look at the inside. Even a whole, that's when you know you have a wide ring, when you can manage to put like a picture of gold on the inside. You have enough room to get really fancy and creative with your undergallery, and you can start doing designs on the inside of the ring. That's when you know it's got a lot of presence of the metal. And we did. So you've got the floral design. You've got some work around that. Almost looks like leaves. This is not just regular London blue topaz. It is checkerboard faceted. And it's going to be available to one caller right now. And, oh, we need to sell it. So not $19.99. Let's take a look at it on the hand here. A bright London blue. I wish it was in yellow. I really do. I wish it was. I just think that that's really pretty, yes. But there is a richness about London blues. I have a London blue. I purchased it about 25 years ago. I wasn't even in the business yet. Where was I? I guess it might have been 24 years ago. I was just starting college. And I got to say, when I saw this London blue topaz emerald cut, I went head over heels. Paid more than you're going to pay. And this was, a long time ago. I paid more than you're going to pay, and mine doesn't have anywhere near, oh, by the way, mine's in sterling silver, and this is in gold. So get white, yellow, or rose, not even $9.99. Let's sell it. London blues, hardly ever here. We don't spend a lot of time in the topaz world unless it's the imperials. And now we're giving you what is still the rarest variety. Remember, 3 different types of blue topaz. Sky, the lighter. Swiss, the brighter, and then London, which is the richer, right? So do you want to look rich? That kind of does it. In the blue topaz category, this is the, yes, it's more expensive than any of the other varieties as well. So it's always got a higher price point to it, and you never really see. My beef with it is this: oftentimes it just gets too dark. A lot of times those royal blues, we see it with sapphires all the time, we see it with indicolites, sometimes they just get too dark. And then suddenly you're going, where's the color? Where is that color? And that takes away. I mean, these are colored gemstones. They're supposed to give us a bright, beautiful color to them. That's exactly what you have here. It's not even $9.99, and this is a weighty piece. It's got the gold weight you desire. It's got that great feel, that presence. Let's take a look at it and make it better than even $899. It's only going to be for one caller. We're going to make it $888 to the very first caller. And I would say, get it in the yellow. You have all three options of gold color, so keep that in mind. I love seeing the blues in the yellow gold like that. I really, really, really do. So that's just an idea. I know I've only got the one here to play with, so they chose white gold. It's great. We are, yes, 7 minutes away from that 1331 Tanzanite that is coming out to play. And oh, is it lovely? It's not for everybody, but it's lovely. It's obviously going to be, you know, one of the more pricey pieces we've ever brought to you, but it is, it's exquisite. And we had a lot of you missed out on a 29 karat last night. I know I was fielding questions about it all night and all day today. It is gone, the 29 karat. So we're going to get a 1331 next best bet out for you here tonight. So if you'd like this London blue, let me know and we'll make it yours. And 888, and we'll just show you again one more time at the inside. We'll take another spin here to see the interior. You can see the width of the gold as well. This is all mirror finished. And then you've got that diamond design just along the two sides. It really actually accentuates it. I think that it would look a little less powerful and a little more ordinary if we went all the way around with the halo. Like that it gives it that strong dynamic when you just line two sides of your trillion cut with the diamonds. All right, let's get to it. We have 5 minutes till our Tanzanite comes out to play. Any starstones gone? Sapphire, ruby? All right, so they're here. Coming up, we're going to keep on moving. We got a big Thursday night show for you. I'm glad you're with us. Got some turquoise earrings that are amazing, Sleeping Beauty style. We've got the really big Tanzanite on the way. We're just counting down mere moments till that gets out here. The best paraiba, the 228, my own favorite here of all. This is my true favorite of everything we have, and we have more pricey ones, but this is my favorite because the color, the clarity, it's got it all going on. So we'll give that away, and we've got some gorgeous heart-shaped yellow diamond earrings. These you've not seen before, and they're really special. So let's get to this one-of-a-kind pair of earrings. We are going to be back into some high-end museum here, but without the price tag. And this is why. We even have a heart-shaped yellow diamond ring, and these may sit for us nicely here. So it starts, actually, there are 3 cuts. I just like to talk about, I think the main event here is the heart shape at the base of the earring. It's 1123155. Welcome into Thursday. Let me know what requests you have. I'd much rather show you what you want to see than what we got sitting here, right? If this isn't what you're looking for, but I think somebody is going to be very happy to own this pair of earrings, given that you have 3 center stones per earring. Every single stone you have showcased here in these segments could be center stones. That's how big they are. And I'm going to stagger them a bit so you can really appreciate the heart shapes here, because they're really important heart-shaped yellows. We start with a cushion, square cushion set at an angle, leading into a pear shape, leading into a heart shape. These are about as important as it gets in an earring. It's one pair, 1123155. There's going to be 18 karat two-tone gold, because obviously the mix of the white and the yellow diamonds, each yellow diamond has a yellow diamond halo. It's the heart shape that does it again, gets another halo with the white diamonds. It's a carat 57 just on your heart shapes. I don't know if they mean, Andy, all the big stones or what, because I don't know how they broke this down. It says heart shapes, but that's not right. So actually what they probably mean is the center stones, which are all 6. So if you want to change that, just so you know, so we don't have to do it later. It's not the heart shapes. Those are not 75 points apiece. So what they mean is the cushion, the pear, and the heart shape, so one on each side, that's a total of a carat 57. It's the centers. So boom, 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 boom. Then you have an additional yellow diamond weight of 66 points. Those are the halos. And then you got 54 points in the white diamonds. We have one pair. They're going to fly. They're an 18 karat solid gold as well. So if you're adding up just the yellow diamond weight, that's 223. Love it. Then you've got 54 points in white. So overall, 277 total carat weight. It's going to be one and done. So make sure you're on the lines in a hurry. Don't want you to miss out on this pair. And they're a post and butterfly back, which is up top behind your large cushion cut that you have there. So I'm going to pop one on the ear for you right after I show you the length. And then this is what they will look like. Obviously, they're going to drape vertically. There's that great style, hinge the whole way down. So they give you that nice movement that you have. Then, of course, the length is going to be 1.25 inches or so, just a little bit more than 1.25 inches. And I'll try one on for you. But this is going to be one that will not last. We know that. They're going to be, yikes, with 277, but really most of the carat weight is amassed through those larger stones there. That's really important. Because again, we all know that smaller diamonds, whether they be white or yellow or anything else, smaller diamonds go for a little bit less, right? It's the big diamonds that go for more. And here's what you see. And I know I have to hold them because I don't have a backing, but there they are. So you can just see that length that they're going to give you and how that 1.25 inches or so is going to drop from the ear. I just think that, you know, after all the giveaways I've had on yellow diamonds through the years, from cushions to pairs to hearts, you get them all three. So I think if you have a yellow diamond at home, you're going to have a ring that's going to go with these earrings really beautifully. Let's go back to the wheel, show you again close up, and we're going to make these really affordable to the tune of, oh, not $40,000, they're not. Great finishing on the inside too. So if anybody is seeing the back side of your earring, this is what they see. The evidence that it is fine jewelry, because the great finishing on an earring, not something you always get. So that's really, really important. And they're going to be on their way in very, very short order. They're not going to be, I mean, they're literally $40,249. I don't want to do that to you. So we've got that Tanzanite on the way next. It's our $13.31 for one caller. So how about a better value on the earrings first before we go $40,000, before we go $99.99? Give them away. $277 total weight here. And it's 54 points in the white diamonds, not 53, just to make sure I'm completely, you know, correct on that. Every point counts. So 54, which is how we get to 277. And we're going to make this really easy right now. They're not even $99.99. So a huge value. We went from 40,000. Now we're under 10. It just continues to get even better. Only one pair, obviously, for all the yellow diamond jewelry you already have. This would be the earring that's going to complement those. Natural yellows, yes. If you're newer to our show, those are natural yellow diamonds. Not treated, not irradiated. We don't do that. So this is your utmost finest quality, and they're not even going to be $4,999 for. All of those major center stones really draping from your ear, and they're not even $49.99. Great pair of earrings, one of a kind though. So that's the key here, one pair. That's it. When we talk about pieces that go quickly, this is exactly the reason why we priced them so well, and we're making this $3,999 for the pair, and we got 30 seconds with them. And then the big Tanzanite is coming out to play, and we'll try to make it quick because, you know, it's a one of a kind and great value, and we'll make that one easy for you. And then we do have a 4 carat 62 coming out later. So it's like we're going to meet two different needs in Tanzanite tonight for you, and really hopeful that you'll like either one. So that's going to be very exciting. Okay, next up, we're on our way. We've got about 18 seconds left. Those earrings should not be here. They're really fabulous, aren't they? There's a little surprise coming your way later because I have a diamond here that was misrepresented on the pricing. And that's going to help you in a very, very important way. They're calling that a Fawn diamond. Not a Fawn diamond. So we're going to talk about that coming up a little bit later. And if you're wondering why that's going to benefit you, because a Fawn diamond is the most affordable really of the diamonds that we do here, and that exotic color is going to bring us a high level rarity but without the price tag. So stick around for that one. Super exotic, we never see it because it's a green golden, so we'll talk about that later. So for my diamond collectors, stay with us because that's not a color of diamond we see very often. It is time though. We're going to talk about our 1331. We saved this for today, 3/14, March 14th, 3/14 Pi Day. We saved this stone because it is a 1331 with a carat 14. So you've got a really significant stone for the size. Now, numbers aside, carat weights aside, it doesn't matter if the stone's not going to be the very best color. That is what makes this stone special. It's the color, plain and simple, the saturation, the neon levels, and the fact it's our last large round we have besides the 29 carat 26. I had the 2913 go yesterday. 29 carat 36 remains because it's 30 grand. This is the next size down. It's our 1331 round, and I kid you not, this is every bit. If you were admiring that pendant that I had last night that was over 29 carats that's gone, and you were admiring the fact it was so unbelievably saturated, the reds were so pronounced, if that is something you enjoyed, this is a stone you need to have on your hand because it's our 1331. I mean, you see that from all the way, forget across the room. I think you could be on a football field and I could be in one end zone and you could be in the other and you're going to see that. It is an incredible 1331, and yet it's not just the color and the size you're seeing, it's the flash. Because being around, these are really elegant cuts if you're like myself who really enjoys a lot of sparkle with your stones, no matter what it is. Let's take a look at it up close. I know we gave you a little preview, waiting to see who's going to be the lucky caller that gets it. I know it's not going to be for everybody. Listen, we've got a 4 carat 62 that I will try to make more for everybody. This is something that's a little extra special, and Tony, it is Museum Reserve. It is my Mr. Stone, meaning MR. It's the super high-end level of Museum Reserve that we still had high hopes of believing this to the museums. Guess what? Now it's here for you. It's 1123548. Yellow diamond earrings are here if you would like them. This is not going to last. Call me early. We're not going to play any games here because this is that one that is that just, sometimes you don't need a word. You just need a sound effect. And it is, that's a good one. Like really, really, really good. How can you not love that stone and what it's capable of doing? And did anyone else notice today? $7,000 price tags for little tiny tanzanites that were lilac in color, that had no red, that weren't D-block, that weren't specialty, private collection stones that weren't set aside for a museum. Tanzanite pricing is crazy. It's crazy. Crazy good when you're shopping with us. Have you looked at Tanzanite elsewhere though? Because what's happening with Tanzanite is staggering, and it should be. I am fully on board. When it's as limited as it is, listen, D-block's done. It's been done for a long time. All that's left is C-block. C-block just produces a lower saturation, which means should be more affordable. But we know if you've looked at C-block stones elsewhere, you know that block C stones are not inexpensive. None of the Tanzanite out there is. You can get the lightest lack of color and it's still really expensive. Here's how you get a 13 karat 31 that it should not even be for you and I. It should be on display under halogen lights behind bulletproof glass in a museum. And now it's here going out to one caller tonight. This is one of the most important mountings we create because it has a carat 14 among only 6 different diamonds that are all round brilliance. I need a caller quickly because obviously it's going to fly out of here. My job is to make it affordable. My job is to move it. I don't know if it's really to make it this affordable. My job is to make sure it goes. And if we weren't such fools over the years, pricing these as well as we have for the last 5 years, we would probably be able to get $19,999 like what is listed here on this bag. There are your massive diamonds. Check them out. 19 points exactly for each and every one of them. That's really close to what you'd see as an average size of an engagement ring, but you're getting 6 of them. Then you have this solid 14 karat white, yellow, or rose. You will choose your gold color. Do we have anybody thinking about it so far? It looks like we have 2. That's because, remember, we promoted this a few minutes ago. So there are collectors ready to go on this one. And if you're seeing that kind of red now, under these bright lights, can you only imagine what you are going to witness in real life? Meaning not in a TV studio. That may not be where you hang out most of your days. That means that color, watch this. I'm going to block some lights here and show you the richness of that color. That is what to expect when you get it at home. And it's not going to be. It's the last round big one we have. Let me try it on because I know it's too big for my ring size here. Please try to remember that we're going to size it for you. So it's going to sit perfectly on the hand. And look at that. Look at that. Perfect side to side. Sits anchored, centered on your finger at all times. Doesn't move around. I mean, this one's 3 sizes too big for me. And I'm just anchoring it because of those big diamonds that you have. I know this is not for everybody, so forgive me. We're going to have a 462 coming up right after this. But if you'd like the very, very, very last of the Museum Reserve, now we're seeing even more red than we saw up close because this is a little bit lower light. I can even make it a little, look at how I'll shadow it here so you can really see how beautiful that richness is, yet sparkle, razzle dazzle me. I mean, that's what this is. Big diamonds on the sides. Those are incredible. We can't ignore those. I did a little research for you today to get you up to date on those diamonds. A VS diamond that's 20 points because, sorry, that's what's published. These are 19 points. I went with, there's not like a list for a 19-pointer. So I went with 1/5 of a carat. A 20-point VS round brilliant right now is wholesale trading. Are you listening? Because this is really important. It is $1,600 right now for a VS round brilliant 20-pointer. So let's round down since these are 19 and call it 1,500, and you have 6 of them. That's $9 grand. That's a big reason why there's a $20,000 price tag on this one, is because you have easily $9,000 worth of wholesale diamonds. I'm not quoting you retail because I stay out of retail. I'm not interested in retail. I don't care. Retail doesn't have this. Retail doesn't bring you this. I'm here to bring you better than wholesale, and $9,000 is the wholesale on the diamonds by themselves. The diamonds alone, without the big Tanzanite, which nobody else in the world has but here. So that's why you've got to make sure you're on the phone lines quickly. It's not even $99.99. I'm going to get right to it. I have one. Let's just sell it. I should be auctioning this. Even if I auctioned it, I'd have to start at $8,500 to open the auction. Just to make this quicker, since we're already down to an hour and 20 minutes in the show, I don't know where the show's going, but it's a Thursday. I know you guys on Thursday. We just have a lighter audience. It's our lowest, our smallest audience of the entire week. So here's what we're going to do. It's not even going to be $8,500. That's the open on the auction. That leads to competition. That leads to back and forth. It just means more airtime. I'll tell you, we can just give you a great value right now, and I'll save you money. That way you're not competing against your peers, and you just get a bigger value, bigger savings right here, right now. But you do have a little competition because you got to be first. So that's the big key here. Take a look at it. It's not going to be $8,500. Do we have anybody thinking about it? Tim, are you thinking about this one? And Jess, are you thinking about it? And Andy's thinking about it. And we got a couple people on the line. So how about this? I'm not asking for $8,500. I'm not asking for $7,500. I'm here to sell it, and quickly, and reward those of you who are ready, because you know what you want, and you know you're not going to see another, and you know how simple and easy. We're in our last call on Blue Wing Block Ds, and obviously this one, hold on, there's a little spot on it. I got to get that off because that's not on the stone. That's just on the surface there, and it just needs a polish. Now we're ready. Boom. There it is. You do not pay $7,000 tonight. $69.99, 30 seconds, and you know what? It'll be gone. But before we leave it there, hold on. I'm going to give you a better value right now. Remember how expensive those diamonds should be. I know we like to ignore diamonds and just talk about Tanzanite. Well, you can't ignore those diamonds. You cannot. They're almost 20 points individually, 6 of them. It's not $69. And remember, you also have a money-back guarantee. Yay! You've got the chance to get it at home and then decide. I can't stress it enough. I'll make a bold statement, and I'm going to let you know right now, I would love to have it back. I would love to have this back. If you are not jumping like for joy, but I was going to say like doing somersaults and like flips when you get this home, then be careful. You're going to want to have like an out-of-body emotional experience when you see this. It really is the top of what we've had, and we've spent 5 years showing you the best of the best, and it's not $69.99. It's even better. It may be gone. We don't even have to go any lower probably, right? We don't need to. We see the value. We understand the value. We know the value. It's not even $69.99. This is a deal. And remember, you can send it on back if it's not for you. So if you're worried it might be too big for your ring finger or for any finger on the hand, don't worry. Don't worry. You've got a full money-back guarantee. Not a problem. We'd love to have it back. The museums would be the ones who would love to have it back, because that's where it'll go. It's going to go, if you don't love it and it's not going to be in your collection forever and ever and ever, then the museums will have it on display, and it will rotate, and basically it'll do a nice little rotation through museum exhibits worldwide. And those are the options. So here's your chance to pick it up. It's not even $69.99. Are you ready for this? Take a look at it. I'm going lower, and I shouldn't. I know. It was $8,500 to open, so I'm aware of that. And do you think, okay, so how about, I know they're telling me, please stop discounting everything under cost. Please, Tony, right? Please stop discounting everything under cost. I have to bribe their love. I can't just get the love. I need to, I need to really, truly bribe you. Let's do this. $64.99, first caller. And let's see who's got it. $64.99, and it's verifying right now. I just want to make sure it's gone. Why is Britney Spears going through my head right now? That song, oops. She did it again. Yeah, did it again. Right here. Oops. Under cost Tanzanite Museum Reserve for $64.99. Wow. And with massive diamonds Massive round brilliant diamonds on the sides. Okay, so I think it's gone. Okay, so we're gonna move right along, get to the 462. Before our top of the hour gets here, we've got a 462. It's a cushion cut coming up. We'll see on the cushion. Yes. Hi. Oh, hi, Mary. Mary B, Mary D, Mary. What? Oh, ho, ho. Boy, we love that man, don't we? What a good guy. We don't even know him and we love him. All right, coming up next. All right, 4 carat 62 on the way. Yes, thank you so much. I love looking at it. It's gone. Anyway, here's our next choice, which, did you see? I'm going back to back for a reason here. The colors are the same. It's just different cutting. Cushion cut instead of a round. So now we talk about 112-3544. Congratulations. Here's the cushion cut. Yes, Joe, I would love to. Yes, 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 I will. Andy, quick request. Can I get the nail bangle out here to show everybody? Because I asked earlier if you guys would like to see it, and I'm getting some questions and saying, yes, let's see it. So we will show that to you. And I don't have the white gold to show, Joe, so I don't. I didn't make any white gold on the first time around, so we'll just bring out the nail. Yes. Oh, yes, I never did show the back of the round, so let me do that. I guess that's our new thing. Should we make that a policy, you guys? We just now have to show, in addition to the front of the ring, the sides of the ring, the profile of the ring on the hand, we should show the back of every ring. There's the back of the ring. And, oh, there's like a heart-shaped cutout to the sides. I didn't even show that, so a little extra fancy little profile detail there. And then, of course, all supported with that gold that goes underneath that lifts it up off the hand. So actually, you know what I'm going to do? We'll show the Tanzanite, the cushion cut that we had. That one's gone, by the way. And then here we are with this cushion. Oh, my goodness, look at that. With the halo, we're keeping it very polished, clean, and simple here, but still delivering all the very, very best in color. Blue Wing Block D, 1123544 is your item number here. And it is a 462. So as mentioned, we would try to run the gamut here of different sizes and looks for you, different styles, different price points as well. I mean, let's admit it, we're about different price points also. But 462, the halo is 46 points. And yes, the nail bangle is going to come out to play next. And I think it's going to be very, very popular because now so many of you started with the ring and now loving your ring so much, now you're coming back for the bangle to match. So we'll have that next. And then here's our 462 with 46 points in diamonds. We kept it classic here with the halo. It is a rectangular cushion. So that means slightly more elongated, not square. Here's what it looks like on the hand. And remember, we can do any gold color you want. So keeps it a little more simple, I would say, even with, you want to put a little Wonder Ring action next to it, you could do that. If you want to add a little more at the foundation of the ring, you can do it. Here's what I've got. Simple and easy deal because obviously we've got limited time here till the top of the hour. Want to make this 462 the piece of your dreams. More importantly, make it the price tag you love. It's not even going, because I know we kind of have to adjust everything now that we've had that big, big value on the 1331. So everything has to follow suit. And this one will do just that. Now, I know if we're still a little stunned over what just happened with the 1331, it's not a good time to sit back and wait and see where this is going to go because values are what it's all about. We're here to bring you a value no matter what the size is. This is still every bit as Blue Wing, gorgeous quality, red flash, tons of that. Obviously the piece we want to have. And for a lot of people, this is just going to be that versatile style because the size isn't overwhelming. It's still got plenty of size, plenty of visual. You see it from a distance away. Still has those really, really striking reds. But at the same time, it's classic. Classic halo, about a ½ carat in VS diamonds. White, yellow, or rose gold, your option there. No problem to choose your favorite. Let's take a look at it and make it a lot better than even, what, $6,500? Yeah, it's going to be better than that. Although it's not, I'm not kidding, this is actually listed here at $49.99. So there's not a big difference there, or at least not at the moment. There will be. It's coming up at a much better price tag, and you know, we're still in last call on Tanzanites. So when you see the piece that is the size or the style that works for you, that's what you've been thinking about and looking for, you got to go for it because we only have a matter of days left until it is gone. I kind of got this this big kind of fair warning here to really remind you guys that we are truly in final quantities of this material. I don't know when the final day is going to be, but it is coming in the not so distant future. This is not one you want to wait on at all. It's not even going to be $49. Let's put that as a was price and help you with something better. I'm going to try it on again. Remember, we'll do any size you need. That includes quarter sizes, half sizes, 3/4 sizes. So for our newer viewers, there's really a custom touch to everything. Whether it's the gold color, that's your choice. Whether it's that sizing, that's going to be perfected. Shipped to your doorstep for free, no tax if you live outside of California, all those good things that happen, and yet it's not going to be $49, $39, or $29.99, and suddenly there's the price tag that just hits just right. Because if you get a $462 for under $3,000, that's beating what others are selling much lesser quality material right now for half of the size. Guys, that's $4,000. I saw it today all day, $4,000 for a 2-carat stone. And yeah, I guess you could call it a value. It's a value in the scheme of things, I guess, overall worldwide, but not a value when you have TVON to compare it to. And by the way, it's not $29.99. This is going to go quickly. You hear the phone lines ringing already. This is how we understand that values, listen, there's never one that's not a value. So it's always, that value is always going to be there for you every time. It really is a matter of, can you dial fast enough to be the beneficiary of that value? It's not going to be $29.99. It's not even $2,500. And this is about as classic and beautiful and beloved as a mountain gets, because it's just so wearable by one and all. Any gold you want, any size, gifting, Mother's Day, treat yourself. Moms, treat yourself. The moms out there never do enough of that, right? Treat yourself to something special. And before you go spend thousands of dollars for a Block C lighter material with half the saturation level, get the best. Get the best, because the best is never what you're going to regret. You can never regret getting the best. I realize what stands in the way of that is usually the price tags. Not here. We've got them. We feel this tremendous responsibility since day one to bring you values, because we want everybody to have the opportunity to get the best, not just a select few. This isn't $25, it's not $24.99, it's even better, it's more affordable, and all you have to do is dial in right now. We're gonna make it $1,999. Just go ahead and blow it out. We're giving it 60 seconds, because then the nail bangle is coming out by request, by popular demand, and we know why. Because you're loving the rings you've been receiving. So we're going to bring out the bangle that so many of you thought about, started with the ring, and now you want to have them to match. So we're going to bring that out next. $1,999. Okay. Coming up, the nail bangle that's here. So we just turned away 6 different shoppers on the 1331 round. We literally, that's what our count is. That's how many people we had to say, I'm sorry, it's sold. All those different times, here's the 4-carat 62. $19.99. If you'd like it, we need to move along. But this is going to be something that is not scheduled. I am not supposed to show this. There's been some dramatic shifts in the manufacturing cost of this bangle, and we're not going to talk about it except to bring you a value that is especially in demand right now. So whether you have the ring or not, whether you were able, and the ring is, by the way, not available to sell. So keep that in mind. I don't know if it's ever going to be back. I do have some news, though, in regards to the nail collection. We told you when we had the nail ring, because obviously it started with this amazing designer bangle. We told you when we brought out the ring that we had some earrings in the works for you. They're 2 weeks away. So keep tuned into TVON, because as soon as I have an exact date, I will let you know. So be sure to look out for that. So yes, we're making a nail hoop earring, which is going to be a little more than a ½ inch. So really wearable by one and all. That's going to be coming up in about 2 weeks. It will be on one of our weekend shows. So keep that in mind. You guys have been receiving this nail ring in the last few days. And I'm so incredibly grateful for all your feedback about it, because I can't say I'm surprised. I knew you'd love it. I was up here shouting from the rooftops that you'd love it. So many of you picked it up, took my advice, tried it, and guess what? Everyone's loving it. So this is what we're going to do. I thought we'd bring a little encore presentation, which is not supposed to happen, but your calls and requests have told us otherwise. We need to bring this out. It is the amazing designer nail bangle where it all started. It is literally a flexible design, so there's no clasp or closure. You literally just put it on like this. I don't have to break eye contact with you, and suddenly my bracelet is on. It's on, I'm out the door, it's easy, it's comfortable, it's wearable. We have 2 lengths. Please get this. Now, I know I only have the yellow gold to show you, and I know a lot of you got the ring in either white gold or rose gold, which we do offer the same bangle in the same gold color options. So I've been wearing this every day since we debuted it. They've asked me to stop wearing it on TV because you keep asking about it. And like I said, we're not supposed to show this again because everything is adjusted from the price we offered on that day it debuted. The day it debuted, we purposely made it a big value, and we're not supposed to offer it day after day after day and sell it. But your demand has been speaking volumes, so we're bringing it out. Totally not planned for the show. 112-2919. This could very well be your last chance to pick this up. We custom make it for you. It's either an average or a large size. Average would be for anyone who wears a 6.5 to 7.5. Large is anything greater than that. If you wear 7.5 or greater in your normal bracelets, you're going to pick up the large size. 2 different prices. Solid. Well, when I say solid, it's 18 karat gold. There has to be something inside of this design that allows you to do this, because that flexibility is not something you want to try with your gold bracelets normally. So they actually, and this is the same way the big French designer does it, where they do different versions, keep in mind, but the version that is this size, this is how they make it. So it twists, it doesn't lose its shape, it doesn't break, it bends without breaking, so just like we as humans do, right? We bend, we don't break. And this is where tough as nails, right? That's why I love the nail. The nail design could mean a lot of things, but I always think it's love and toughness, right? We all have to go through challenges, and I think that whole phrase, tough as nails, is what this makes me think of. So it's that really chic designer style, but it also may be more meaningful to you to give to yourself or to a loved one. So 50 points in diamonds, so this is how it's made, but there's an inner coil that is also 18 karat gold. So everything internally in the bangle that makes it allowed to have what we call kind of a memory, what's it called again? This memory wire inside. I lost the thought for a minute. It's all that coil design inside that also makes it sturdy, gives it some heft and some strength from interior so that it doesn't dent or I can't say it's scratch resistant, but it's all mirror polish. So it doesn't have that rigid, I can lost my words so far. It doesn't have that rigid way. You've got malleability to the gold, but it's still strong. So I don't want you to think, because a lot of people said this when they saw it, they thought, am I going to be able to put that on and off every single day and not have it bend or break? And it's exactly how it's made. It's why it's so complex to make, which is why they don't want me showing it anymore, is because it is that memory wire inside that's still 18 karat gold that is all keeping that shape to it. And no matter how many times you bend it or how far you bend it, I mean, you can see what I'm doing. I'm twisting it all the way the opposite direction there, and it still finds its way back. So this is just amazing. It's built the right way. It's made the right way. There are diamonds in the right places here. It's our way to save you a bundle, because otherwise you're shopping the designer world, you're spending a fortune for this style. Yet it's casual, everyday wearable. Put it on, stack it, layer it up. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put it on my wrist for you. Again, look at this. You struggle with bracelets? You won't struggle with this one. Easy to put on. Coil it, it wraps, let's go. Let's show it to you this way. This is just so amazing to me that the quality of this bangle is everything, and I like to wear it like this. So this is gonna be, again, I've got the slightly smaller than average they made for me, which we can do, by the way. If you have a teeny tiny little wrist, like a 6 or smaller, get and ask your operators, it'll still be the average price because it's still about the same amount of gold. It's just got that same mechanism, but this is how we do it. Diamonds at the tip of the nail, and diamonds all the way around this round cylindrical nail head, which is mirror finished on this side. Watch again as I twist it. Look at that. How am I getting this off and on? Just like that. It is so easy, and then look how it keeps its shape. I'm going to give it a little polish here before I set it down for you. And it's in white, yellow, or rose, so maybe think about matching the ring if you were lucky enough to get one of the rings. Here it is, up close, and uh-oh, this is my own, so it's got all these little spots and whatnot from just wearing it. Probably a little water spot or two here and there, fingerprints, etc. But I want you to see the detail of the diamonds here, because you know what mirror finished gold looks like. Forgive me that this is, it's kind of like my signet rings, right? The signet rings, whenever we bring it out, are our own personal pieces, right? We bring out the samples because they're all custom made for you. So this is really, really important. Hi, Deborah. Deborah, it's always so good to hear from you. I love that. Let me see. Oh, good. She's got the rings. Yay. She has the rings stacked, which I love. Oh, I love that nail ring you stacked. Okay, so if you need the bangle, like Deborah's thinking about the bangle, here it is in the yellow gold, and I know it sits at a little angle there. We're gonna make this really easy. 50 points in diamonds. Remember, it's probably your last chance to get it. We're not supposed to be showing it right now, but we are anyways, and I love that. And we've got a better value than designer retail all day. All day, all day, and it's 18K. But remember, the rings were 14. So I love that we're doing the bangle in the 18 karat gold for you. I like it on the wheel like that. I just want to show you how it's solid mirror finished on that side of the nail head as it is on this side of the nail head, which has a little smudge on it. Again, this is my own personal piece, so forgive me if it's not perfect, ready for its television close-up. But our price is going to be amazing. So we're not asking for $15,000 or $8,500 or anything you can pay for some of the smaller diamond weight versions that are out there, by the way. It is still made the right way. It's made the same type of closure. You don't have to worry about, again, any clasper. It's just so easy, and yet it's that wraparound bypass design, so it ain't going anywhere. It is secure, it is locked, and it is going to be less than $8,500. Remember, we already have 2 gone, and there's only so many we can even make. So this is where you do want to dial in really, really early. That is my best recommendation. Definitely dial early, white, yellow, rose, and we're going to make this really affordable right now. I think I reversed it actually. I think it actually goes this way. So there you go. Just again, because sometimes you can do that. You can change the orientation of it as well if you choose to. I'm going to put it back on the wrist. Watch again how you get it on. So this is what you do. You twist it. It literally twists on that narrow part. I'm trying to do this here in this little bowl that I'm in, but that is how it twists on. So you have no closure to worry about at all. So it just literally twists on the wrist. That was done in a not very elegant way, but again, that's how easy it is. So you twist it and then go on that narrow side of your wrist. So utilize that way. So it's going to be that really nice ease of wear. There's no clasp or closure. You're not worried about insert closures or anything like that. It's going to be, you know what, for the average, we're going to make this really easy. It's only $1,888, which for that amount of 18 karat gold, again, watch how you twist and then go out that narrow side of your wrist, not through the wide part across the wrist, but go on the narrow side, and then that's how it works. So we'll go back up close because I want you to see all the deets, and here it is for only $1,888, the large size, which is going to be a 7.5 or larger. If you wear a 7.5 bracelet or an 8, go with the larger size. That's going to be only $1,999, and you will live in it. You will love it. You will have a piece that is made to all the same specifications, just a little bit better than the designer does, and at a whole lot better price tag with a massive amount of savings for you. So $1,888 or $19.99, you choose the white, the yellow, or the rose, and let me know who's taken which, and we'll help you own it, and we will have it right out to you. So that's a really special look, isn't it? And then, I don't know, let's put it this way on the wheel just here so you can see that nice and evenly. All that mirror finishing that's done is all the way around. You can see how the gold is solid even on the inside here. Remember, when I say solid, it's got that memory wire. Otherwise, if it was solid gold, it wouldn't have any movement. You couldn't do that twisting action, that kind of ratcheting action that allows you to put it on and take it off with ease. So that's why it's got to have that hollow with that memory wire inside that forms along to keep it strong, but to also give it that malleability so that it can twist and be easy on, easy off. So it is for 60 more seconds. And did you, Tim, get a nail bangle? Okay, so we've still got them available if you'd like them, and white, yellow, rose gold are for you. So that's been by popular demand because so many of you love the ring now and want to come back for the bangle. I think a lot of people wanted to try the more affordable way, which was the ring to start, and now maybe looking at how gorgeous the ring is and how beloved the style is, maybe you want to think now about trying this bangle at $1,888 or $19.99, depending on which size you need, and it's also great for gifting. So 35 seconds remaining on that one. Happy to bring it out. Takes us to our top of the hour. I'm going to ask a favor of all of our viewers tonight. If you could please give me your requests. We've shown you just about everything planned for this Thursday. So if you have any requests at all, we have more than enough time. I did want to bring out that fancy diamond, which there's no other way to really describe it except it's a color we don't usually see. It reminds me of our chameleons. Remember when I flashed what we have listed as our computer listed it as a fawn? There is nothing fawn about this diamond, which is actually going to be a big help to you. So we'll do that for our top of the hour. Bangles are here if you'd like them. Let's get to this diamond ring, which honestly, we have not seen too many colors ever like this before in our collection. It's not a fawn. Fawn diamonds are brown. This is anything but brown. It's got a lot of colors going on, but it's not brown. It's green. Green diamonds. Let's chit chat a little bit. Also welcome you to the show. It is the top of the hour. We have our last hour of our Thursday here. Glad you're with us tonight. Thanks so much for hanging out with us tonight. We really appreciate you guys being with us every show, but really on a Thursday when I know it's a busy time of the week and getting ready for the weekend and all that. We are so excited, though, to have this ring. I'm Lauren Blair. This is TVON. Requests are welcome. They're really needed in this last hour. We'd love to go back in the vaults and pull out whatever you'd like to see. Still have some nail bangles. I would really seriously consider that nail bangle. It's comfortable. It's wearable. You will get so many compliments on that nail bangle. I know that's not why we wear jewelry. That's not usually the objective, but oh my gosh, get ready. You're going to get a lot of attention with that bangle on, and it's really good. It's really comfortable, and it's really everyday wearable, and you can stack it and layer it beautifully. I've seen a lot of the way you, so many people who already have it have been showing me photographs of how they're stacking it, and I love to see those, and they look great stacked too. So anyway, call us on the nail bangle. We still have a lot of calls coming in on that nail bangle, but I want to give you this it's a rare scenario when we have something like this, because it's where a little bit of an error on our inventory part is actually going to be a huge benefit to you and I who are looking for a discount on one of the most important diamonds in the world. Here's why. It's 1123347. This diamond in a bridge with other diamonds with it, yellow and white, is actually listed as a Fawn diamond. Now, you all know from watching the show, the Fawn diamonds are a collection that are exclusive to us here, but they're brown diamonds with some pink elements to them. So it's a champagne pink mix. That's what a Fawn diamond is categorized as. This is not a Fawn diamond. Instead, it's just one little error by inventory that is going to make a tremendous difference in what we can do with the value, because every single diamond color is priced differently. You guys know this. Pink diamonds are a little more rare than the yellows. Yellows are a little more rare than the browns, right? It kind of goes brown diamonds, then you've got yellow diamonds, and we're going up in rarity. Then you get your pinks, then it's usually the orange, the greens, the purples, the blues. That's generally the categories there. So, you know, each one getting rarer. This is really a green with, I would say, a yellow undertone. I would call it a green yellow. So if I were doing diamond certifications today and this was what my client handed me, I would say it's a green yellow. So natural entirely, no treatment whatsoever, all completely natural in that color you're getting, and it's a huge size at 1 carat 08, pear-shaped stone. VS, brilliant. It is going to be brilliant because this is where a little bit of a misrepresentation, if you will, calling it a Fawn, is going to help you get one of the rarest colors of diamonds that you may not have yet in your collection, and it's going to help you achieve that in the most affordable way possible. Get ready. Take a look. That's also why you want to dial in early. Please don't wait. Okay, Pam, we'll work on that. Hi. Yes. If she what? Wants to have 2 fingers beneath it? Oh, so she has a really tiny wrist, is what she's trying to say. So you know what we were saying before the show is we can make one in a slightly smaller size than the average, and we can do that for $1888. That's what I would recommend. The slightly smaller than average size, which is actually what I have on. She may need to go even smaller than that. We don't have like a production for, you know how that works, right? So I would say, yeah, she wants to go with the smallest size we can make. I know that may or may not be helpful because I can't give you an inner circumference or diameter because I don't have it in front of me, but we can make a note and make it custom for you in a smaller. All right, we're talking about the nail bangle because that's still very popular. Everyone's on the phone lines. Pam, give me a few minutes and we'll work on that request for you on a couple requests, but here's what we're gonna do on this one. It's a green yellow. That's a green yellow diamond. That is not a Fawn at all. It has not a brown color to it. So this is going to help tremendously because if you've ever seen, I've had green diamonds here. I have. I've had a few. This reminds me, I really hope it's not. I'm wondering if it's a chameleon diamond. Now, if it changes color when it heats up, okay, then you have a chameleon diamond. In that sense, it's going to be one of the biggest giveaways I ever do. But here's what we have. 36 points in yellow to go around it. Those would be the true yellows you see. And then you've got the white diamond weight at 77 points. So that's the bridge that makes it, right? Builds it up. But this center stone is one of the rarest stones out there, because even in our history, when we've had our fair share of natural colors of diamonds, we have very rarely seen a green. And when I've had them, for the record, because the likelihood that you were here and remember what a green diamond was in this size, when I've had them, I will tell you, because there have only been a few, so they are memorable. It's the same with the orange diamonds. When I've had them, they're memorable. We remember them because they're so few and far between, and they're fabulous. but the green diamonds that I've had in this size have been $12,000 and up. The good news is this will not be $12,000 because it's priced as a fawn. And that's not going to stop me from discounting because even the fawn diamond price is $79.99. So I'm going to disregard that too. And we're just going to chalk it up to a really weird error here on the description that's going to allow me to do something that I guarantee you've never seen happen on a green diamond before. And it's a green golden. I would say green golden. No brown. There's no real orange to it, I would say. It's really, it looks the most. I'm seriously considering, do we just skip it and wait and check that it's not a chameleon? Because everything, every little sense I have about diamonds, because that color primarily only happens in the chameleons. So if it changes to orange when it's in a hotter environment, then it's a chameleon. If it's just a green diamond, well, just a green diamond. That's one of the rarest diamonds you can ever own, and this is a carat plus in size. So carat 08, let's take a look at it. We're going to give you a look at it on the hand. It's going to be better than even $79.99, which I'm not kidding. It's right here on the bag. There it is. There's the ring. There's the price, $79.99. I'm going to leave it behind, and we're going to do a lot better than that right now. First caller, come on in because I don't even want to necessarily venture. Oh, do we want to auction it, guys? We haven't really done one tonight. I was supposed to do a couple, but I just decided to scrap it. On this one, though, I think it'd be more fun, considering it's already $79.99, and that's a deal because it's really a much more rare stone than it's listed. I'm thinking we do put it on the auction block and give you a really rare opportunity here. That way I can cheat the system even more and not ask for $7,000, $6,000, $5,000, or $4,000. $3,500 to start on a 108 in the green golden that this is. VS stone, oh my goodness. Not even 35, wait, we're gonna go even lower. And if you haven't dialed in yet, please do so. Please go ahead and get on those phone lines now. It's not 35. To open, we're gonna go ahead and run an auction, which I was supposed to do earlier several times and did not. Instead, I just went ahead and gave away some jewelry. We're gonna do it again. But this obviously is not gonna be something that would ever be allowed, no matter how that stone is being described. We're not even asking for $3,500. Let's go $3,000 to start. Your total diamond weight here. Have we even thought about that, adding it all up and thinking about where we arrive? We're gonna be at 221 in diamonds here overall. In a bridge, which obviously has a lot of two-tone gold here in this case, white and yellow. No open at $3,000. Well, let's just, I'm going to go ahead and, I think I need to check and see if that's a chameleon. That'd probably be the responsible thing to do because there's already something that's feeling a little bit like it's gone awry. Or we have two people thinking about, I didn't realize that. Okay, so I thought they were on the nail bangle. It turns out they're thinking about this one. Let's do this. We'll go even lower on the open, see if it helps. See if it helps. This doesn't happen on 221 in diamonds, especially with a carat 08 center stone like this is, rare as can be color, not even $3,000 to start. I'll go $2,500. Giveaway. There's a big, big important diamond right here on your screen awaiting your bids. 25 to start. Let's see where it goes. We're going to get it home. We may have the open. Tim, do you have any questions for us about nail bangles? Okay. Oh, by the way, I think the 462 Tanzanite is still here too. The 462 cushion. Oh, we have a wheel to get to as well. Verifying on the open, we're going to see if we have it. I don't even, do we want to give it a 60-second clock to get it started? Maybe we'll do it. And $10 increments, please. $10. Wait a minute, I gotta try it on again. Tony, let's show everybody what this looks like. Do you realize you'd be getting 3 kinds of diamonds? Yellow diamonds, white diamonds, and I'm calling it a green yellow. It's mostly green. That is what they look like. If you're thinking, well, green, I think of emeralds, I think of tourmalines. Green diamonds don't look like emeralds. They don't look like tourmalines. That's not what they look like. This is very special. 30 seconds left. Tim, you're on something else? Jess, you're on something else? We have the open at 25 though over here. Thank you so much. We have it. I'm sorry we have it. We've got 2,500 with 23 seconds to spare. I'm going to try it on again. We have 25. It's yes. Let me see if I can pop it on the index finger. It's a 6.5, so it's going to be iffy. Let's see. You know what I can do? Let me just, I'll pretend. I'll float it over the star ruby. Sure, it's right over somewhere in that pile right there. Look for the yellow and the white tone metal there. Here you go, Andy. Does that help out? It's a little bit smaller than what I wear on my index finger at the moment, or it might be in that pile right next to it. Yeah. So this is what it would look like on the index finger. That's one way. I'll point the pear shape the other way as well, so you can see it that way. That would be the other way. You can point your pear shape if you want to do it that way. We do have the open at 25. And it looks like I'm going to be giving away a green golden diamond. So here it is on the hand, on the ring finger for perspective. That's what it looks like on. Then I will flip it around on this finger as well so you can see it the other way. We have 25. And we have one bidder. And we have, I think, 2 minutes coming your way in a hurry. I'll flip it around first before we run the clock here, Tony. But let me show you, for anybody who wants to see it pointing this direction, there's the pear shape there for you, centered up on the hand. Stays as is, by the way, so it's going to have to be in the yellow and the white gold, but that's exactly how you'd want it. And for reference, if you're curious, well, where are we coming to this green-yellow conclusion? Well, if it were a yellow diamond, it would look identical to the diamonds that are right there immediately surrounding it. So let's take another close-up look at it. And notice that a true yellow diamond, well, they're all throughout the ring, especially right down the middle through that inside row. So that's where you get, sure, the yellow diamonds. Look how different the contrast is between the center stone and the yellow diamonds that are around it and under it. So that's really important to remember as well. Tony, I think we're at a one and done situation here. Oh, all my best efforts. Well, the good news is we are, as I suspected, we are going to give away a really exotic color of diamond here, just with, it looks like, little to no competition. I'm just checking to see if there's anybody who's come in the phone lines in the time that I've been trying it on, and it doesn't look like it. So how about a final call? We'll make it 2 minutes. That's what we always do. We give it the obligatory 2 minutes here to give you a last final warning and a final call before we actually sell it. It will sell here when the clock hits 00, it's going to be gone. We're looking for just $10 increments, so it's not a huge extra added price to you to potentially win it here tonight. So we have 25. It's going once. We're going to give it a last call. Remember, stays as is, but we're going to size it for you. As is means the gold color that's in this case, it's 2 gold colors. So you get the 2 gold colors to support the diamonds properly. That's a really exotic center stone you have. It's a big size at 1.08 carat. It looks fantastic. It's still a VS stone. It's a brilliant cut pear shape. Pear shapes are having a moment right now as well. So even if maybe your diamond collection hasn't really caught up to the pear shape craze yet, well, this is a way to add it in one of the most rare and exotic colors you can possibly get. So all of that, I mean, think about it. I don't have another green diamond here to show you. Actually, that's wrong. I have one. There is a teeny tiny green diamond here. It's a little oval. I believe it's 12 points. It's over $4,000 for a 12-point stone. So you can see how I'm trying to make this work to your advantage here. The fact that it was, and guys, it was listed as a fawn. So that's why we're doing this. You know what fawn diamonds look like. They are a brown champagne color with a little hint of pink, and that is not what this is. So that's how we're getting you that extra level of rarity. You're not paying for the extra level of rarity. Let's give it 2 minutes and we'll send it on out. We have the bid. We have the open. We're just looking to see if there's any competitors here that want to get in at the end. We are in final 2-minute territory. It will be gone, so that's why you want to dial on the early side. Make sure you're in on it quickly. Tim, let me know if you're thinking about it. I'll try it on again. It looks like, oof, this is a great stone. I just think if you've ever seen our chameleons, and if you've been watching for a while, you have, this does it not look spot on to almost every chameleon color changing diamond we've had? That's what it looks like, because the chameleons usually start as a green diamond, and then it's when the heat around the environment it's in, when it heats up, and you're talking about extreme heat. You're talking about like hot car for hours on a summer day, right? When it heats up, that's when it changes to orange. I'm not saying this is a chameleon, but I'm saying it's not a fawn. And it was listed as a fawn, which is why I'm able to even get away with this $2,500 bid open when it actually was a $79.99 out the door piece. So huge savings there. $2,500 in a minute left. Looks like we might have a battle here at the end because we may be verifying. 45 seconds. I don't think I need to say a word. This value is just obvious to me. And I know we don't see a lot of green diamonds, but let that be your guide. We see pinks pretty regularly. We see yellows almost every day. All the different colors of diamonds are getting more rare as moment by moment pass us by. The Argyle mine is not reopening. There's no other source that's really rivaled what the Argyle mine was able to do for the world of colors of diamonds. And now we're at $2,500. Jess, you're not on this one, you're on something else? Okay. Tim, are you thinking about this one? Thinking about it? Verifying, we have 5 seconds left. 2,500 going once. Tim, do you have 2,510? Not on this one? Maybe. It's a maybe. I don't know what that means. Let me know if you have 2,510. Otherwise, we're selling it over here to 2,500. Oh my goodness, I can't even say it. There is a Fawn diamond though. There is if you want a Fawn diamond, I've got an emerald cut and it's a 1 carat. So we'll show that. You got it, Tim? 2,510? Oh, it sounds like a new register. I'm sorry, I don't mean to rush them. So we'll let them finish it down there. All right, let's show the Fawn. This is a true Fawn. This is actually going to still look different from what we're used to seeing. That one is sold. Thank you. Look at this. Whoa. That. Okay. Do you see what happens when you get an emerald cut in a diamond? And it's not a diamond, it's a natural fancy diamond that is a Fawn diamond. So here we just spent all this time and you're probably thinking, well, I'd like to see a Fawn diamond. Here it is. But still very different from what we've seen in the past because of the emerald cutting. It's 112, 1790. Such a beautiful, beautiful piece, isn't it? It really is. 1 carat exactly on the emerald cut. And it's in something not bridal, not bridge, not solitaire. It's in a band. It's in a wider style, cigar band style, still concave, so that means it dips in a little bit. Let me show you. Just slightly, not a big dramatic dip, but it's got that stone. That way the stone is not sitting up too high. I wouldn't say it's flush, otherwise we would have set it in like we did with the diamonds. The white diamonds around it are burnished into the band. So that means there is a smooth surface, that is not a bezel. There is a difference. A bezel is a really distinctive border around your diamond. A burnishing is where it's set into the gold, so that the surface level of the gold is completely smooth, even when you've got those diamonds set. So here it is. White gold, yellow gold. Actually, Tony, this one has to stay in the yellow gold as is. I was going to say the same thing. I thought maybe we'd change it. I think if you were willing to give us an extra moment or 2 or 5, we could do that, right? That's not a huge deal. So we knew we have the mounting. So I think that has everything to do with my discounting. They said, just keep it that way. It'll spare us some extra thousands of dollars, you know, changing it up for you. I just want you to have it the way you want it, though. So if you want it changed, we'll do it. Yes. Hi, Ed. How's Ed doing? Where, you think, Tim says, I think he's all right. Where's he calling from? I thought so. Hey, Ed, in Pennsylvania. Long time no hear. I hope you've been well. Hope everyone's well. Thank you, Ed. Okay, so this is our 1 carat. We've been shopping together a long time. It's got 53 points in diamonds. We'll make it any gold color you want. Well, that's on me. I guess they're going to probably sit me down at a jeweler's bench and say, you do it. You come in a day early and do it. All right, so, you know, but we'll do it. And trust me, I'm kidding. You don't want me setting your burnished diamonds. I don't have the patience for it, number 1. So number 2, I don't have the steadiest of hands for it. This is skill level beyond. Like, you have to have the patience of a saint and you have to be super skilled. I got the eyesight to do it, but other than that, yeah. This is where our jewelers, they are unbelievable artistes. And this is our 1 carat with 53. I've got it in any gold. It's a true Fawn, but it's the emerald cutting. And if you're like me and you're emerald cut obsessed, please do what you can to get this in your collection. And I'm going to go ahead and balance this out with what we all witnessed something just now. We just witnessed a carat 08 go at an unbelievable low. So instead of me struggling to get $59.99, which this is set to go at, we're going to make it a whole different deal and a lot easier, but it is for only 1 caller because that stone is an individual, one of a kind. There is, and you know by watching the show, you've seen a number of Fawn diamonds, but we've never had an emerald cut besides this one. Oh, and by the way, could you relay to Andy for me that we're looking for 2 things, or maybe Andy can hear me. I need some large kunzite rings and fire opal rings for Pam. So Andy, if you can hear me while you're back there, large kunzite and large fire opals for Pam. So we'll see what we have. I haven't seen large kunzites in a while, Pam, but you know, we'll see what we can bring out of the vault. Jess, did you bring me something? Or was it just the ruby? Oh, gotcha. Who got the ruby? Congratulations, it's beautiful. Isn't it beautiful? I mean, it's pretty, it's a sight to behold. Yeah, it's a really good stone, she'll like it. Let's do this, $59.99, forget about it. We just sold an auction that was way too low. I'm gonna go less than that on this one. Not $2,500, not even $24.99. We're blowing it out and it's an emerald cut, and watch as it moves. You're not appreciating it until you see how it picks up the light. I wear an emerald cut diamond every day. Mine's just a white diamond, but look at that. This is what they do. Blue, purple, red, what do you want? What color do you want? Pick a color, it's there. It's there. And now do you see the pinky purple elements to that champagne? Why it's a fawn? It's not just brown. And then it's got these splashes of yellow, golden, pink, blue, purple, red. All those colors are there. That's still, emerald cuts will still give you a fire. And I'm making it $2,399. What we find for Pam. Thank you so much. Is this pretty much what we got? I know we're limited. Big fire opals, big kunzite coming up, Pam, if you're ready. And we've got this one for $23.99. Call me. I'm going to try it on for you. Got one and one only. It's, yeah, we're down to the wire on some of our bigger kunzites and fire opals. We'll show them next. Here is the tremendous Fawn. I can't get enough of an emerald cut. And I don't know if you are experienced with emerald cuts or have admired them from afar, they usually do come with a much higher price tag than a lot of their other cut counterparts. And that has everything to do with you have to work with a higher clarity on an emerald cut stone. You really do. So $23.99 on that one caller. I'll even change the gold, which we're not supposed to. So that is one only there, because think of the contrast you're going to get in the white gold. If that was a backdrop of white gold instead of the yellow, this is very tonal. And not saying it's not beautiful, it is. But if you want the white gold or the rose gold, you can do it. Also, we have just a couple things to remind you of. We still have our 4-carat 62 Tanzanite, have the London blue topaz, we got the star blue sapphire, and anything else you might be looking for. Let me know. We got requests. Let's get to some of those requests right now. I will start with the very, very large kunzite. Actually, let's start with this fire opal. We'll start with the fire opal, which is 1120127. Let me know on the Fawn emerald cut. Here is the big fire opal, and yeah, it's not only a big fire opal, it's got checkerboard faceting. We've seen big stones, they usually don't have that trait. 1120127 is an 8-carat 15. In that cushion cut, rectangular cushion cut, 46 points in the diamonds as well, and it is one only, marked down tonight. Hey, I love this. It's a request, wasn't even scheduled for the show. What do we do on its way out? We give it another slash through the price. Started at $79.99, had already come down to $49.99, and I ain't leaving it there. It has, if you ever wanted a fire opal to give you the maximum amount of that ember-like glow, this is it. Look at the reds, but it's not just red that's one color or one dimension. Watch this on the hand. This is in part thanks to the pavilion faceting, but it also has a lot to do with the checkerboard faceting across the top, which you see all the way around the surface, which allows it to do, let me catch the light right here. Do you see how individual, what look like little diamond shapes reflect off the surface? That normally would be a square or rather rectangular table facet that's flat. Instead, it's got this really prismatic faceting across the top. So it gives you an extra dimension of the way it glows and hits the light. It also has the 46 points in the diamonds. It's almost like a trapezoid shape, if you will. Right? Geometry lovers, trapezoid on each side, a trapezoid on its side, if you will. But it's not $49.99. That's it. Okay, so we're gonna just, let's slice and dice some pricing here. By request, wasn't planned for the show, gives me a little freedom to just knock the price down. It's not even going to be, I don't think anyone's ready for this. Not $3,999, not $29.99. We never see the big fire opals go this low in price. Never happens. Because when you get this kind of deluxe color and clarity, you really have, it's a sight to behold. You have to see these. On camera, They do everything in person and more. All that glow, all that fiery element. And when fire opals are usually just yellow, and then you see a stone like this that is just bright cherry red like it is, it really is something special. And we're gonna make it just, you know what, make it $26.99. I'll save you an extra $300 off that price, and we'll make it an instant favorite of yours. If you want to try it, do so, because those big stones get very pricey very fast, and I just love that we have it for such a nice markdown here. And then I do have a big kunzite, but it's going to be an emerald cut, and it's 24 carats in an emerald cut. So that's the big kunzite that we have for you as well, which needs a little extra polishing as well on the inside, which I don't necessarily have the ability to do, but we'll try. And that's going to be $26.99. Let's get to our big kunzite. It's going to be 1119418 on the way. And this is where you gotta love a good kunzite, because usually they're very pale. And then you have people declaring that they're the best color and the most exotic stone, and well, they're exotic, yeah. But when they're the basic light, barely they're pink, it's not all that pricey of a gem. But when you jump into this level and you start seeing magic like that, look at that magic happening. Look at that. The rich, intense pinks, purples, blues, all together. It's one stone, 24 carats, 37, emerald cut, 31 points in diamonds. There are more stripes of pave on the sides, kind of built in, stacked into the gold, which is going to be flush. So you see that's just all set into the gold there. It's not burnished, but the pave is sunken and recessed so that it's one straight flush line. It feels smooth on the sides. It is just a looker. Very first piece I ever bought at TVON was a kunzite, pear shape, about this size. Mine's 23 carats. I remember because I think it's the goat of my collection, and the goat usually is number 23. So that's how I remember it. Mine's a 23. So this is 2437. But that's basketball, and my basketball world was shattered this morning. So, you know, that's a different story because my Trojans, yeah, had a very sorry showing. But here we are. I was hopeful, but yeah, alas, not our year. But here we go. It's going to be a really special stone, and it's going to be a really cool price. And what if I make this even cheaper than the fire opal? And we're not going to do $26.99 when this piece started at the same price the fire opal did. We're going to go even lower. Look at this. I know, I say bring on baseball. Just bring it on. 2 weeks from today, but who's counting? There it is. There's the kunzite. Now, Pam, you and I, she requested this, which is why I'm going to just give her a little shout out. You and I share very similar tastes typically in the jewelry we like. I cannot say enough about this stone. And it is just, you see, knuckle to knuckle, all stone. 2437 plus those diamonds just on the sides there. Let's blow it out. It's not even $2,500. We are basically at $100 a carat right now if the gold and diamonds are free. I'm not asking for $24.99. It's one blowout price. It's the lowest it's ever been by far. I'll make it $2,399 right here, right now. We are down to 30 minutes left in the show. I think we need some requests here at the end of the night. These are our two most recent requests. Fire opal, kunzite. Let me know what you think. There they are, still awaiting good homes. This one's $26.99. This one's $23.99. Let me know which one you prefer. And then we're going to move right along, and we'll show you something else brand new, because I have turquoise earrings awaiting you that we have not shown yet tonight that are brand new today. So we're looking forward to those. 112-3555 coming up. In turquoise, we started the show very early on with a very large Sleeping Beauty round. It's still here. But that doesn't mean that we can't find a great home for a pear-shaped turquoise earring like this. And not only that, it's a big diamond weight as well. It's going to be 112-3555, and 78 points in pear shape is what you're going to get in your center stones of still the best in Sleeping Beauty variety turquoise. Right there, they're going to sit north to south, east to west, or any other angle you'd like them to, because the post is centered in the earring. So you don't have to have just one way to wear them. You can wear them any which way. Make them work for your lobes. Whatever works for you, that's what's going to work on the earring. And smothered in diamonds all the way around. 64 points is your diamond weight. They're all big VS diamonds. Look at the consistency, the perfect purity of that turquoise color. And that's a lot of diamond weight in an earring. 64 points is significant. We are thrilled Thrilled to have these here, but I need to do something wild here because it's been kind of a museum-y night. And we've had a lot of the museum pieces go, but we are looking to have something here near our grand finale time that's going to be on the more affordable side for you, and this would be it. It's not supposed to be it. I don't think $19.99 is the most affordable earring in the world. I think that if we're in last half hour territory as we are, and we're trying to get away from some of the more pricey ideas we've seen today, I want to give you an extra special value on this one and really help, because turquoise is a stone that, I promise you this, if you're new to turquoise and you thought of turquoise as just that, you know, more matrix kind of material, a lot of the green material out there, a lot of the stones that have that veining to it, that's called matrix. That's what most turquoise looks like, and I think it's still gorgeous. It's still a natural, beautiful gem. But there is a different level, and for anybody who's saying turquoise is really affordable or turquoise is really inexpensive when I see it out and about, that is for either two things. Either that turquoise I just mentioned, that's either going to be that really matrix intense material that's got more green to it, or it's the material that is actually not really natural turquoise through and through, that's more of that reconstituted turquoise that has what we call, again, stabilized turquoise as well, where it's actually ground up mineral that then is more or less glued together. So that's not what this is. And that's why it is impressive to see, even at 40 points or so a piece, it's about the purity, that gorgeous rich color you have, the fact it's bright robin's egg blue, and almost always, I think it's something I said before, it's almost like it's glowing. It's an opaque stone, but it's almost like it has a glow to it just because the color is so bright. And then of course it's all still a mirror finished, meaning polished, right? It's a polished stone. So it's a cabochon, they still polish it, so it really has that nice little luster and reflection to it. It's not going to be $19.99 for the pair. We're going to blow them out. They're not even $9.99. Yes? Yeah, the ring. Great idea. We're going to show the ring from earlier tonight. I mentioned we started the show like nearly 2.5 hours ago with a turquoise ring. It was our second item of the day, so I want to show that again too. And you know what I'm going to do is show them together as well so you can see the match. If you're thinking about both, I'll try on the earrings and we'll measure them for you, but it's also going to be under $9.99. Let's keep it going. Lots of diamond weight. Almost 2/3 of a carat is your diamond weight. Here's what they look like from a distance, and I'll pop the ring on so you can see them together because there's a match. And then obviously you can decide how you're going to orient the earrings, but it is a centered post for you, butterfly backing. Here's the length that's going to get you top to bottom, is going to be a length of about 1/2 inch there. From top to bottom, you can put them on any which way you want to. They're not $888. They're not $799. This is an earring you will live in. I'm going to pop one on the ear after we take a close-up look here at that very special turquoise. And not going to be even $799. This is what we've been waiting for. Something really affordable before the night is over. Take a look at this. This is what the turquoise looks like from a distance away. Then I'm going to do a little recap on that ring as well, but you can see how beautiful that is from a distance there. And I think that north-south is really the way it's intended there, whether you want to wear the pear-shaped point going north or south. It's really that beautiful look that goes vertically in the ear for you. Back to the wheel we'll go. We're going to make them $777 while they last. 777. The lucky sevens across the board on white, yellow, or rose gold. Your choice to go with the turquoise, and that's going to be a really quick value for what's nearing the end of our Thursday here. And very, very special paraiba still to come. Got a beautiful 2-carat 28 that I'm going to discount for our collectors out there. I have the both kunzite and fire opal still available. And then we have also, there is an emerald. We should probably show you this big emerald before we go. And anything else you'd like to see, I am really hoping you'll give us a request or two before we leave you tonight. Because remember, we don't see you back on television nationwide till Saturday. So it's Saturday morning, Sunday morning. Of course, our weekends shift to the morning hours. So do keep that in mind. I can't tell you how many people look for us in the evenings on the weekends and look for us in the mornings on the weekdays. It's, again, weeknights, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday at night, Saturday, Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Pacific time. All right, let's get that turquoise ring. Because this is where we go really big and bold. It's a 5-carat 46. One stone getting into a very big size here. And it's item number 1120207. It's a 5-carat 46. It's 22 points in diamonds. It's that full halo of pave, white, yellow, rose, just like we offered the earrings. If you missed it about 2.5 hours ago, Here it is, still available, which very few items from the rest of the show are. This one is, and it's available in any gold color you want too. White gold, yellow gold, rose gold. Let's take a look at it on the hand. Just make sure you have a turquoise in your collection at some point, because when you do, you're going to find that you're reaching for it more often than you're not. I really believe that. Doesn't matter what you're wearing, what you live in, what colors you like, this is standout perfection. If you're not familiar with Sleeping Beauty, this is a mine from Arizona. It's a mine that is no longer operational. It's been shut down for years. It is unlikely. This is why everyone's kind of fighting for the same material that's older material. It's basically older yield material. This is why you can go into jewelry store after jewelry store, couture designer, and they'll have turquoise. It's a very popular stone, and it looks great in all varieties, I think. Even the more, you know, the less important, the maybe, again, not pure color, not robin's egg blue, it's still beautiful. It's still versatile and wearable. It's also a December birthstone, by the way, one of many birthstones that applies to the month of December. So keep all that in mind. But this piece was here earlier. I knocked it out of the park on price tag. It's one of our bigger stones. It had the $19.99 price. I took that, cut that in half, went to $9.99, then got you an even extra special bonus value because it was really early in the show and I wanted to kind of get our Thursday started off on the right foot. Here it is, still available for $949. It's a $2,000 discounted ring. Started even higher than that. Started with a list price of over $4,700. Then it just, just bring it down. So many of you say, well, I love big turquoise, but then you see the prices. They are always more money. It's kind of like diamonds, where getting a bigger size is not easy to do. If it was, then, you know, there are certain stones out there like quartz. It's not that hard to get a 10-carat quartz, a 20-carat quartz, a 30-carat quartz. That's not hard. But turquoise is one of those that did struggle in pure, bigger sizes. When you're talking about the way it was mined, and again, was is the operative word because it is done, it is mined out. When you're talking about what we got out of turquoise, it was still smaller crystal sizes out of the Sleeping Beauty mine. It's quality you're getting, guaranteed. It's that pure color we love. We'll take another look at it. It's $949. If you'd like to have it, let me know. It's going to be for one caller. It's white, yellow, or rose, and it's here for $949, which if you know big turquoise, you're probably just stunned at this moment. That is not a typical price tag for a 5.5 carat Sleeping Beauty turquoise. And please ask those questions. I want you to shop around. I want you to look around. I know you guys watch every single network out there. I'm no fool. I've been doing this long enough. You know everything that everybody's doing. And that's good because you let me know, right? Because I don't have that kind of time. But this is where, you know, we know Sleeping Beauty varieties in small sizes running huge dollar amounts right now, and for good reason. And everybody's doing their best to bring you value, right? It's a competitive industry, that's for sure. And it's an industry that's rapidly changing. It's a fluid industry. We're seeing changes in our industry of fine jewelry that we have never, I don't think, ever expected. Like I'm talking about the influx of man-made stones into our world, where most of what you see now is man-made diamonds. We are still going to, as long as we possibly can, we are going to hold out to still bring you nothing but the best, what's actually going to be rare and valuable at the end of the day. It's always been our specialty, is bringing you exotics. We want to stay true to that mantra, that idea. You know, if again, shop around, look around, but I can guarantee you this, nobody's going to have an actual through and through pure Sleeping Beauty turquoise in a 5.5 carat size, in a round no less, loose for $949. This is with an entire halo of VS diamonds, and that's almost a 1/4 carat. And it's in your gold color of choice, and it's in your size of choice. And that should be one you try, because it just, I've been around long enough. You guys know, a lot of us have been shopping together for 20 plus years. You don't see Sleeping Beauty of that size for that price, even back in the day, even if we were getting in our silver DeLoreans and going back in time. We could not do it. You can imagine when those movies came out, and being the car fanatic I was, there was a moment when that was the dream car, just for the sake of putting DeLorean on the license plate. Now times have changed, Tony, and now it's a McLaren that I'm looking at. You know, McLarens. I'd like a McLaren. Not a DeLorean, but a McLaren. But you know, that's just because tastes change over the years, right? Okay, so $940. All right, so this is 9:49 and it's gotta be gone, right? Gotta be. We have 19 minutes left in the show. Yes, Tim. Uh-huh. Are you talking about the heart-shaped yellow diamond? Oh, okay. Who was that? Does she? She's already got a pendant? Or a ring? Oh, I don't have a pendant. No, Julie, I have a ring. We can make it into a pendant? I see what she's saying. Okay. Okay, Julie, it's a 2 carat 33. Let's take a look at it. 9.49 on this one. Oh, yes. Let's show the turquoise earrings again. Tony, the item number was 1123555 on the turquoise earrings. They want to see them again. Let me put one here, and then we'll bring it, because look at the match, right? Why not? Show the matching. And then I'm going to take my earring off and show it to you again up against the ear. $777 on the earrings that you see one in the foreground. I'm going to show you one over here on the ear again, so you can see how that's going to look from a distance away. Great color, isn't it? I mean, just see what I mean? We're a distance away and it's still got the glow. It's just bright. It just looks amazing, does it not? That beautiful brightness you see, that glow of an opaque stone. I mean, opaque stones aren't supposed to do that, but it's doing it. So if you want to wear it slightly at an angle, you can. If you want to wear it east to west, whatever suits your lobe. Again, the centered post is what allows you to put that, kind of rotate it any which way you want to. But $777 on the earrings with 64 points in VS diamonds. Very nice. Let's take another look at them close up and how they do match the rings. So two separate purchases, obviously. $777 on the earrings and then $949 on the ring, or get the whole set and for, yeah, why not? My goodness. You've got a great value there. And what would that be? If you're talking about $949 on the ring, which is a wonderful value, $777, I mean, what are you paying, $1,700 or so to get the whole set? Very nice. Okay, coming up. So Julie, I'll flash this. It's our our heart-shaped yellow diamond. It's 1122859. We're going to move right along. Call me at 949. Call me at 777 on the earrings, both in the last few minutes. But take a look at this heart-shaped yellow. It is beautiful. 1122859, and it's big. It's a 2 carat 33. So we're looking at our second largest diamond here. Now, Andy, I hear Julie's looking for a heart-shaped pendant with a yellow diamond. I don't suppose we might have one, because I feel like there's been one before. We might as well check for her, because if she does only want a pendant, usually we can't rework these rings like this. So we can go ahead and check for her and see if we have a pendant made up. How's that sound? Good? Okay. Because she is only looking for a pendant? Okay. So Julie will check on that. And for anybody who wants the ring, it's a 2 carat 33, center stone heart shape, natural yellow. It does have more yellow diamonds, and those are going to be 22 points in the halo. And then you have a white diamond weight is 128. So a lot of white diamonds as well. And that would be 3 carats, 83 in total. Overall, love it, love it. Great ring, I think, with Mother's Day coming up. Maybe you just want a heart shape because you know how rare yellow diamonds are in a heart shape. Everything's rare in a heart shape. Yellow diamonds are rare on their own in any shape. So yes, you put the two together, and what do you got? A really rare example of a stone. Nothing in a pendant right now, but let's go ahead and get this a home. So $24,999 where it's listed at TVON. That's not retail or wholesale, by the way. That's just our incredible price tag. I do want to try it on here. Nearly 4 carats, and look at that. I love how it gets wider up towards, so this is the band. It starts more narrow and then gets wider up towards that double halo heart. And it's not going to be $25,000. New price tag. Oh, really good price tag. I am very excited about this. We haven't seen 2 carat yellow diamonds in a while. The fact that this is a 233, that hits a magic size right there because it's 233. That's 2 1/3 carats. Rare cutting. Think about how big that rough needed to be to then accomplish the impossible. Still maintain a 2 carat 33 size when you're cutting a heart shape. Very nice. Here it is back up close. Not going to be even, you know what, $15,000. We do 2 carats for $15,000 and they go. We're going to get you a lot better price tag than $15,000, but it's rare. And I'm going to show you an emerald cut aqua before we go too, because I've got a stunning emerald cut aqua. And a few pieces left from the show from earlier. So if you have any questions, make sure you let us know. We still have a Tanzanite and an aqua from earlier. I'm going to recap. We had some heart-shaped yellow diamond earrings, drops that were here. We had Brazilian paraiba, necklace and ring. So 2 great options also there. And pink diamond wonder rings were here for $888. So anything you want to ask about, do it now, because we're down to 13 minutes left in the show on this March 13th. No, 14th. It's the 14th already. Ay, ay, ay. It's flying by. And don't forget, you got to join us Saturday, because it's not just the 16th of March. It's Tony's birthday. So we're going to be having a little party on Saturday, right? Or a big party. And we've got, let's see, Ides of March tomorrow, Tony's birthday on Saturday, St. Patrick's Day on Sunday. It sounds like a fun weekend, don't you think? So be with us. But here we go. Instead of $14,999, I'll save you $5,000 more. We'll make it $99.99. That's it. $99.99. One caller. And a total of $383 in diamonds. Yowza. And then emerald cut aqua, cushion cut aqua, and the big Tanzanite cushion cut if it's still here, and I think it is. So that's what we're going to show you for the last 12 minutes now of the show. Sure, which one do you need to see, Tim, real quick? Oh, yes, got those too. They're listening. We've got black diamond drop earrings. Yes, they're really tough to display. But here's what they look like, Tim. Have them stay on the line because they're coming right up right now. This is, think of it like a diamond segment here of white diamonds, followed by a pear-shaped fancy cut, because that's that fancy facet pattern that goes all the way across the top. 11222839 is your item number. Black diamond drop earrings, and they are tremendous, aren't they? This white diamond weight is only to be outdone by the very large, I'm just going to use this one to show you from a distance. This is a lever back style to start. 335 total weight in black diamonds, 11222839. Take a look at this length they're going to give you, because they are outstanding, but not over the top. We don't go like 3 or 4 inches on our earrings, because that might make them less wearable every day. Here's what you're getting. 2, actually, inch and a half. We'll call it 1 3/4 inches. 1 3/4 inches top to bottom. It's going to have 335 in the pear-shaped black diamonds, all faceted, all across the top, 30 points in diamonds, the white diamonds. Yes? No, no Tanzanite studs or earrings today. Don't have any, Suzanne. I don't. Oh, right, with the turquoise. Yeah, I'll flash them for you. They're not studs. We'll flash them for you, Suzanne. Here are the black diamond drops. Let's go ahead and blow them out. $14.99. And you're getting $365 in diamonds, so 1 point of diamond weight for every day in the year, except this year, which is a leap year. But there they are. And then let me go ahead and pop one on as we take another close-up look. So you can see the way the white diamonds are set, almost like a diamond shape. And again, diamond shape if we're talking about like geometry. And then you've got that beautiful facet pattern. A black diamond is opaque, always is. We don't talk about clarity gratings because they are opaque. But the beauty of this is you get a luster to it. This is why I appreciate a fancy facet pattern like these are, because they're going to give you a lot more sparkle. When you see these move, watch how they still have a lot of brilliance to them. They're still giving you a lot of that beautiful flash off the surface of the diamond because of all that. I call it prismatic faceting. Think of like a beautiful crystal prism on a chandelier, very much like what you're seeing across the surface instead of being flat. So that's what they look like from a distance. We'll go back to the wheel. I'll flash the Tanzanite and turquoise earrings as well, in case, Suzanne, if you're thinking about these. They are some big Tanzanites, but they have turquoise with them like so. So it starts with an emerald cut Tanzanite, which will be the top of the earring. Then you have the turquoise large bead, which we'll show you now. Those are the black diamonds, $14.99 is your price tag there. As we said, this is the turquoise and tansy combo. So want to get these in. We have a very limited time. So we've got some pieces you're asking about. Before we go, this is the Tanzanite turquoise combo. This would match the bracelet we had earlier in Tanzanite too, because that was all emerald cuts. And if you'd like to get these earrings, there's only one pair. It's going to be 1123-440. And it is 18 karat gold. So you get a really high-end gold, white gold, 18K. Then 17 carats, 13 just in your turquoise. Goes with the ring we had earlier very nicely. And then you also happen to have the 325 of emerald cut tansies and diamond weight at 24 points. There is just a lot happening in that turquoise tanzanite combination drop. Subtle drop, nothing crazy, nothing super long. We'll show them to you on. They have the backing, which is a butterfly backing, but it does have the silicone around it so that it's really easy to grip, and then also keeps the shape of the butterfly backing. We're going to show you what they look like from a distance away. Got moments left in the show, 8 minutes remaining, so do call in if you have any questions. Here's what they look like from a distance about 7/8 of an inch top to bottom. I will try one on. 112-3440. Let's see if we got all the carat weights up there. 18K, 17.13 turquoise, 325 in the tans, 24 points in the diamonds, staying in the white gold. Let me try one on for you as well before we see the price tag drop from $39.99. So much better than that. We are in last, gosh, we have 8 minutes, guys. This is it. Final call on anything this Thursday night that you want to ask about. This is the time. And you saw that I had the backing, so let's show them to you on just really quickly here. That's what they look like from a distance away. So it's the east-west set emerald cut stone. That's surrounded by the diamonds. Then I love that large presence. I mean, that spherical, the diameter of your turquoise bead, if you will, is even larger than the tanzanite you have, and it's going to be better than $39.99. We'll blow them out right now for $1,999 for the pair, and just staying in the white gold as they are. So we'll take another close-up look, get them together so you can see the match that you have in the set, and their $19.99 end of our show is here. If you have any other questions, we are going to try to recap the tanzanite cushion, because I do believe that 4 karat 62 is still here. We also have that really special aqua we saw earlier, way earlier in the show. Want to get you another look at that. And I'm going to separate these a bit so you can see the incredible matching of those emerald cut tanzanites. So those are the tanzanite earrings we mentioned. Yeah, I'd forgotten that we even have, because it's really a combination, which I know is so unique. And then we have, let's get to our couple of our recaps. And the black diamonds, still here if you'd like those black diamond drop earrings. Still have a really special, I got to show you this aqua, because here we are almost midway point of March, still bringing out some of our incredible Sierra Santa Maria stones like this one. This has got to go. It's 1123246. It's last call on any items. Don't forget, pink diamond wonder rings were here. I've got this gorgeous Sierra Santa Maria cushion cut square aqua. It's 3246. It was here earlier. It's a 278. All the color you could ever want. 32 points in the diamond single row that runs underneath that stone like a bridge. How on earth? This is why I'm convinced the right shopper did not see it yet, because if you had, at this price reduction, you would have taken it. You would have said, absolutely, give it to me, that's mine. Here's what we're going to do instead of $39.99, and you know how difficult it is to get Sierra Santa Marias, but especially in the cushion cut square like this is. That's so important. 32 points. Watch how big each and every individual diamond is as it runs underneath that centerpiece of that bridge. It's one of the more simple bridge mountings we do, and it's only going to be $14.99 to get one of our bigger Sierra Santa Marias that's here. You know as well as I do, those bigger Sierra Santa Marias tend to go for a 4 and up. That's why this was a great value at $39.99. Now it's just going way less than that to get it a wonderful home. And this is this month's best of the best birthstone. Nobody's going to bring you quality quite like we do with the Sierra Santa Marias. If you are so tired of seeing aquas, and they're pretty too. They're really pretty, but such a normal, subtle color blue. This is where you read it as a beautiful bright sky blue, and that's important, and that is really one of our deluxe stones. I'm going to show it to you on the hand here because then it really glitters. You see the kind of light return and flash you get from this stone being that saturated, yes, but then look at how it's still giving you a lot of, we don't really technically call it brilliance, but it's got a lot of light return, which is that bright, kind of that white flash you see from every single aspect of the stone. That is not a function of some kind of trick of a camera lens. It's not some additional filter on a camera lens that allows this to happen in some artificial way. It's the stone, it's the cutting, it's the color, and the clarity all working together. So it's like the magic concoction here that brings you the ability for that stone to look so specialty as it does. $14.99 is your price tag. Here it is up close on the wheel. I just had to recap that. I don't know how that's still here, but it is waiting for a lucky, lucky caller and collector to take it. Then I wanted to recap this big Tanzanite because we have a 462 that is also here. And everybody who missed out on that 13 karat 31, there were a lot of you. Here's where we're going to show you The big 4 carat 62. 1123544 is coming up next. Take a look because this will end our show. We have 4 minutes left. If you want the aqua, the black diamond earrings, the turquoise and Tanzanite earrings, this is your chance to pick them up. You know how things go at the end of the night. So you don't want to wait till even the end of the show. We're there. We've got about 3.5 minutes remaining. We don't see you back on television until Saturday. Keep that in mind. So that's where you want to take all these wonderful discounts and values and make them yours, because somebody will. So it might as well be you if you're thinking about it. And then here is, now there haven't been too many opportunities ever in 5 years that we've had a blue wing block D last the show. So that is why I'm going to probably have this be our finale of our Thursday. 1123544 is the 4 carat 62 cushion cut blue wing block D, the rectangular shape that we adore, that we rarely see actually. It's unusual to see that shape. And yet it's got all the color. I had this up next to one of the highest gemstones we've ever brought out. It was a 1331 that was earlier. We had a 13 of you that I know about who missed out on it. And guess what? This had the same color, but in a 462 size, lined with diamonds for that perimeter. That's called a halo. It's going to be better than even, yes, we skipped over $12,000. We went lower than that. I've got one. Let's make it easy. We're doing any gold color in any size you want, and we have 2.5 minutes remaining in the Thursday, so this is not going to be 12,000. It's not 5, and it's not 4, and it's not even 3. So we went and skipped all the drama of an auction and just said, let's let one collector have it, and we are in final days of Blue Wing Block D. There's not a lot of time here left to get your Blue Wing Block Ds, especially, and I can tell you the most desired size is always in that 4 to 5 carat range, which this is. It just tends to be amongst our audience, the more, what's considered the more wearable, the ones that everybody's always looking for and wanting, because they tend to be not over the top dressy, great for everyday wear, but still have a lot of wow to them and a lot of presence. This is not $10,000. It's not 5, it's not 4, it's not 3, it's not even $29.99. We got this one all the way down to $1,999, and as far as I know, it's still here. So this is the chance to pick it up. Somebody's going to. We have last call on the show, 2 minutes left. Take a look at this big weekend ahead. Obviously, we're celebrating all weekend long, so make sure you're with us throughout so we can really celebrate together and show you, of course, the best of the best. We're going to have some Halloweens on Sunday as well. If you've never heard of it, don't feel bad. It's really rare, but we're going to bring them out and give you some really high quality stones to take a look at. You can be an instant collector when you get those. So be with us all weekend long. We got a big weekend to celebrate and celebrate jewelry like we always do. So we'll be doing a lot of that. We hope you can join us. If there's any questions you have about anything you've seen tonight, or anything from the inventory, or there's something in jewelry you'd like to own before we go, we will be here for a few minutes after we go off the air, which is 1 minute away. So this is the time to pick up that phone, dial in, because pieces do go. And we've got lots and lots and lots of one-of-a-kinds. I wish we had 20 or 30 or 50 to sell. Certainly that's not the case with anything, especially with Blue Wing Block Ds when we are in our final days. This is one that's extremely wearable. I'll try it on the hand here for you so you can get a sense of the size from a distance away. That's what it looks like. We're keeping it classic with that mounting, and that's it. So $19.99 if you'd like that one. Jot down that phone number. That's how you reach us here at the end of the night. After we go off the air, we'll still be taking your phone calls as we always do. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on this Thursday. Don't forget, we have an online show with Joyce tomorrow. So if you need your Friday fix of jewelry, join her at 5 o'clock Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern. She's got 3 hours with you online. We'll see you back everywhere, TV and otherwise, on Saturday and Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Pacific, noon Central, 1 Eastern. We'll see you then. We have a big weekend to celebrate, so make sure you're with us. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. From all of us at TVON, I'm Lauren Blair. Good night.